greatest of all teachers and giver of love, hope, faith, and wisdom, look upon your children, the teachers, learners, parents, guardians, and out-of-school youth and adults. We humbly ask for your mercy and forgiveness. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insights and understanding, wisdom and respect for all. Bless us with patience, for the path of learning is never easy. Bless our commitment to keep on learning new knowledge and experiences. Let your light shine upon us as we make our world a better place to live in. Amen.
As we face the command of rapid development and technological innovation in the world, the Philippines' preparedness in advancement of its physical facilities, infrastructure, and soft skills are given focus, especially with the empowerment of teachers' capacity and capability, not only in pedagogical aspects of teaching, but the confidence in delivering instruction with the use of information and communications technology. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, under the leadership of USEC Alain Delby Pasqua, established the Educational Technology Unit under the Information and Communications Technology Service. Its prime function is to empower and capacitate public school teachers and learners as required by the global demand of the fast-paced development in technology. The task of the Educational Technology Unit is to promote and solidify the innovation and digitization projects that will support the requirements of the K-12 curriculum in delivering quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating education for all. It targets different components and facets of skills development, which will enable the technological advancement of the infrastructure of DepEd. This is supplemented with empowerment training programs in emerging technologies for public school teachers. The programs of the EdTech unit target the emerging pedagogies focused on open educational resources, robotics and mechatronics, coding and programming, virtual reality and augmented reality in education, mobile application development, Internet of Things, and the productivity tools for learning, which includes Microsoft Office 365, Google Apps for Education, and the different Adobe software tools. In addition, the maneuver of in-house applications such as the DepEd Commons and the DepEd Learning Management System is under the flagship of the EdTech unit. The supervision of DepEd TV in ensuring world-class produced video lessons is another task of the office. Lastly, the conduct of free online tutorial session, coined with the term eTulay, is a bridging program to support learners and parents in answering the self-learning modules pioneered with the initiative of the ICTS-EdTech unit. A teacher's influence is limitless, bound with the heart for service and dedication to fulfill the greatest mission to educate the young. The ICTS Educational Technology Unit will be there to promote, to empower, and to inspire Filipino teachers and learners as we grow as a tiger in the region, hitting our target as one of the best in educational technology. Come on and join us as we make our dreams into a reality. Sama-sama tayong lahat tungo sa iisang layunin. Simulan natin ang pagbabago dahil tayo ang mga gurong magtatayo ng makabagong DepEd. Sulong Edukalidad!
Good day! Are we digitally ready? This is the question that teachers and learners are probably asking right now. With the advent of DepEd's Digital Rights Program, the Open Educational Resources, or OER, was woven together and finally realized. This project prioritizes the necessity to enhance the digital literacy skills of every teacher and learner in the country. Our OER mission is to connect the disconnected. OER is indeed an innovative initiative with a lofty aim to get disconnected schools and last-mile schools connected through ICT even without an internet connection.
It is designed to cater to the need of these schools for interactivity, digitalization, and delivery of 21st century skills that will ensure that every learner is future ready. Join us in another training workshop and learn more about open educational resources, whose primary purpose is to provide support and assistance to learners and teachers in this rapid advancement of technology. Our goal is to build and strengthen the capabilities of public and private teachers, school heads, and supervisors by teaching you to create and design interactive, localized, and contextualized instructional materials for teaching using basic, advanced, and proficiency software and tools. Surely, this will be another exciting and engaging webinar training workshop. Together, let's all rise amidst this crisis. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad!
Hi teachers and learners! Good day! I am Mr. Alvin C., one of the EdTech specialists serving you with happiness. In response to the United Nations Declaration of Paris in 2012 about the open educational resources, the Philippines' basic education is ready to fulfill its promise to make learning accessible and give equal opportunity to every Filipino. This is the birth of the DepEd Commons to bridge the gaps of having adequate available resources with the aid of ICT equipment and infrastructure. The DepEd Commons was a flagship project headed by the Undersecretary for Administration, Alain Del B. Pascual, and Director 4 of the Information and Communication Technology Service, Abram Y.C. Abanil. DepEd Commons serves as an online education delivery platform of the department where learning resources, online review materials, and open educational resources or OERs made by educators are available, easily accessed, and where resources can be modified without having to reprint when such materials necessitate revisions or improvement. In cooperation with the Department of Information and Communication Technology or DICT, National Telecommunication Commissions or NTC, SMART, PLDT, and Globe, we can use the DepEd Commons for free, even without the data load or credits. It's more convenient to learn and study 24/7 in the comfort of your own home. The interface of the system is simple and yet very direct to immediately show the needed materials, which can be downloaded or viewed via a browser. Continuous enhancement and development were catered to showcase the abrupt needs of the end users. With the demands of technology in education, the DepEd Commons became top 4 as the most trending search in Google in year 2020. Aside from that, DepEd Commons ranked number 1 in the most searched topic under the education category in our country in the same year. The DepEd Commons has a total number of 15,190,182 unique users since it was first launched in March 2020. Today, you will see thousands of learning resources in the system to support the blended learning modalities of the department. In addition, the bright future of DepEd Commons will continuously shine as we embark and empower the public school teachers in creating world-class teaching and learning resources such as electronic books or ebooks, digital magazine and worksheets, interactive online games, self-developed Android applications, instructional and tutorial video contents, and other emerging technology tools. As a support system in the online modalities, the use of learning management system is taking into shape. The DepEd LMS is an e-learning platform initiated by the ICTS to help and support the teaching and learning process in the controlled online environment. It was created to work concertedly with the DepEd Commons. Amongst the advantages of using the DepEd LMS are as follows. First, it is cost-effective. The courseware allows participants to access it in their own free time and reduces travel expenses, accommodation costs, and professional fees. Learning while watching the instructional aided materials enhances the soft skills of participants by doing the hands-on activity as requirement. In addition, a digital certificate with QR security code is automatically rewarded to a participant once a certain course is accomplished and completed. Second, consistency of training. The delivery and mastery of competencies is consistent since it is centralized, well-organized, and easy to navigate. It delivers a learning curve to all students by supplying a single source for content, course materials, and instruction with variation of activities that will enhance the skills of end users. Third, it easily tracks learners' progress and performance. It has the capability to allow DepEd to easily generate and consolidate training reports in all overall perspective. By utilizing the e-learning courses or online trainings, trainers can easily track goals progress, knowledge gains, and determine who have completed the course or who needs assistance and help. The Department of Education internally developed an in-house learning management system, namely the Professional Development LMS or PDLMS, used for professional growth and capacity building for teacher and non-teaching personnel, which is not limited to public school teachers. It is also available to private school teachers and even college or university professors. On the other hand, the DepEd Regional LMS or DLMS is intended exclusively for public school teachers and students within their regions and divisions to support the blended learning modalities in delivering quality instruction. To learn more and have a feel of ease in using this innovative system, kindly visit commons.deped.gov.ph for DepEd Commons, trainings.deped.gov.ph for DepEd PD LMS, and lms.deped.gov.ph for DepEd Regional LMS. We will continue to innovate and transform the Philippine basic education in its target glory. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Solong Edukalidad!
Ayan, so a great Saturday morning po sa ating lahat, mga kaguro at ating mga teachers. So good morning po sa ating mga webinar participants sa buong Pilipinas. So I think last week we are very well represented, no? So we have Metro Manila, Luzon, participants from Visayas and all the way sa Mindanao. So masayang umaga po ng Sabado sa ating lahat, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga magigiting na teachers. Happy Teachers Month po sa ating lahat. So masayang umaga rin po, of course, binabati natin ating mga learners or students na excited na sa pasukan. Ayun, excited na sa pasukan on Monday at excited na ring matuto sa ating webinar sessions for today. At sa iba pa po naming mga viewers, lalong-lalo na sa mga science enthusiasts at mga science advocates, good morning po sa inyo din. So, kamusta po kayo? So, dito po sa Metro Manila, medyo inulan po kami nitong mga nakaraang araw. So, I hope you're all doing fine, doing great on this Saturday morning. So I'm sure you are all excited sa ating mga sessions for today. So by the way po, I am Mr. Antonio Maiba, or you can call me Sir Tony, and I am from Novaliches High School, SDO, Quezon City, and I will be your host and moderator for today. So ano nga po, it is indeed an ag-amazing day today because we are now on week number 2 of our National Science Club Month webinar series for teachers and learners. And just like last week, we promised that this webinar for today will be filled with lots of scientific discoveries and learnings, not only for our dear teachers, but also for our students. And I would like to take this opportunity po to say thank you. Maraming salamat po sa ipinakita at ipinadama po ninyong suporta last week sa ating week 1 po. So sobrang nakaka-bless po ang total na 100,000 reach at saka views po natin sa Facebook, sa YouTube at saka sa iba pa pong mga online platforms natin sa 2 sessions po natin last week. So thank you very much po talaga. So reminder lang din po for everyone that this webinar series is not mandatory nor required. It is a voluntary participation. This webinar has no shared link for attendance. So be careful po, baka may nagpapahalat po ng shared link, so wala po yun. So lahat po ng participants, kayo po, mga teachers at ating mga estudyante, you can use your account in the PDLMS or the Professional Development Learning Management System. So please do visit training.deped.gov.ph. Again, that is training.deped.gov.ph. So you can register, enroll, and answer all the exit quizzes. And by doing that, you can receive your certificate of participation. Tapos, sa lahat po na makakakumpleto ng ating 4 na Sabado for our webinar series, you shall receive a certificate of recognition which is a national certificate. O, di ba? Yan. So muli, maraming salamat po for joining us today. All right. So to give us the rationale and statement of objectives, we would like to welcome on our program the project lead of our webinar series, a man with a great mind and a passionate heart. Yon, an educational technology specialist from DepEd-EdTech unit. Let us all give a virtual round of applause to Mr. Rainier G. De Jesus. Good morning, Sir Rainier.
Good morning, Sir Tony.
Yan, sir. Kamusta po?
Okay naman po. Kayo, Sir Tony, kumusta na?
Ayan, doing fine on a Saturday morning po.
Okay. Sige. Sir Tony, thank you for introduction of my statements of rationale and objective. So again, good morning po sa lahat ng ating mga science learners, science enthusiasts, and teachers. Allow me to present the rationale and the statement of objectives of this 2021 National Science Club Month webinar series. September has been declared National Science Club Month, or the NSCM, under Presidential Proclamation No. 264 Series 2002. The said proclamation authorizes the Department of Education, or the DepEd, Department of Science and Technology, Science Education Institute, or what we call DOST-SEI, Commission on Higher Education, or CHED, Philippine Society of Youth Science Clubs, PSYSC, and the Science Club Advisors Association of the Philippines, or the SCAAP, to implement plans and activities pertinent to the National Science Club Month. And then these are the objectives of our webinar series. First, celebrate September as the National Science Club Month under Presidential Proclamation No. 264 Series of 2002. So nasa batas po ito that we are celebrating this Science Club Month sa buong Pilipinas sa ating mga schools. And then, we are going to promote full understanding of science, technology, and environment. That is what we call PUSTE, in the development of information and communications technology, or ICT, in the 21st century. And then, we also have to provide learning opportunities for teachers and learners through public understanding of science and technology and environment, linking with the ICT tools, which are the latest tools. And of course, we are going to give recognition to the science clubbing movement in the Philippines and network as significant tool to encourage learners to pursue careers in science and technology. So by that, I am allowing us para po makapag-promote po tayo ng National Science Club Month webinar series. Ang ating platform po ay DepEd ICTS-EdTech Unit. So yun lang po, Sir Tony. And again, relax lang po at sana po maging maayos po ang ating internet connection at tayo po ay maraming matututunan sa ating mga resource speakers po natin ngayon. And again, God bless us all and see you po later.
All right. So once again, thank you very much po. That is Mr. Rainier G. De Jesus, isa sa mga magigiting nating educational technology specialist. Ayan. So if you want to collaborate with us so sa DepEd EdTech unit, so pwede niyo pong i-message Mr. Rainier about that. So we would love to have different collaborations, not only for science teachers, but all the teachers or the Filipino teachers in the Philippines. Ayan po. All right. So I think at this point, let us do a quick recap lang on what has transpired last week sa ating week number 1 ng National Science Club Month webinar series for teachers and learners. All right. So mabilis na shoutout lang tayo siguro, no? So on my comment section, so let's say good morning to Mr. Reggie Velasquez Quijano, watching from T. Paes Integrated School, SDO, Manila. We also have Ma'am Edeline Bautista Vince Cruz, watching all the way from Dili National High School, SDO, Ilocos Sur. We also have Ma'am Natividad Calibо. Good morning po, ma'am. And we also have Ma'am Lisa Caspilio, watching from Atimonan Central School Annex, Atimonan 2 District. Ayan. So, balikan lang po natin yung mga nangyari, no, for week number 1. Sobrang exciting week. We had a great start actually for week number 1. On our first session, we were joined by Mr. Joshua Elijah James P. Makaspak. So he is a student of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila. So parehas kaming Phil Mayor. Hello, Sir Joshua. He is also the membership officer OIC of the Philippine Society of Youth Science Clubs Incorporated, or yung tinatawag natin na PSYSC. So yun, he talked about the national science clubbing movement in the Philippines. From him, we learned about the PSYC. It is a non-stock, non-profit, non-government, and non-sectarian organization. It is the only national federation of youth science clubs in the Philippines, and is the first and largest science club umbrella organization in Asia. Its thrust is to promote, of course, the so-called PUSTE, tulad ng sinabi ni Sir Rainier kanina, which is the public understanding of science, technology, and the environment. With more than 75,000 active members nationwide. So I'm sure yung data na yun, 75,000 na yan, nadagdagan pa yan dahil sa nangyaring session last week. No? So maraming naging interesado mga teachers, of course, yung mga learners natin. So 75,000 active members nationwide. The society is continuously conducting activities geared towards the promotion of scientific interest and consciousness among our youth. And of course, we can join them in their mission of making science learning fun, enjoyable, and memorable. And as you can see on the screen right now, ayan, so for this year, their theme for the National Science Club Month is Riptide. Science clubbing, steadfast against raging currents. So, ang pinaka-focus ng kanilang celebration would be about hydrology, yung study ng mga water systems natin. Medyo na-miss nga lang natin yung mga masasayang activities, no, during science months, like science camps, mga science challenges, activities, science Olympics dahil sa talk ni Sir Joshua. And of course, they have virtual activities na, no? So you can check their Facebook and the Facebook page and their website para makapag-participate po kayo. And of course, for last week's second session, ako po yung speaker. I talk about the different careers in science and technology. So sinamahan niyo po ako, no, sa second session, and we revisited the K-12 science curriculum. We also examined the state of the STEM workforce in the country. And of course, ang pinaka-highlight po ng aking talk was identifying the different career options in the field of science and technology. We talk about the different jobs or careers in various fields, di ba? Like biology. We also have chemistry, physics, health, computer science, engineering, environmental science, geology, math and statistics, nutrition and dietetics, and psychology. So tulad nga ng sinabi ko sa mga teachers natin at saka sa mga learners, napaka-diverse. So marami tayong pwedeng patunguhan. Pwedeng isang career yan, or dalawa, or tatlo, basta kaya ng powers mo, di ba? Tsaka ng schedule. Ayan. So I also encourage, no, ating mga learners, of course, sabi ko nga, mag-invest sa pag-aaral, no? Magsimula ng maaga. Elementary, high school, senior high school, tuloy-tuloy yan hanggang college para at least matulungan ng mga parents na magkaroon ng scholarship. So one career or one scholarship options would be the DOST scholarship, no? So mag-invest sa pag-aaral ng mabuti. All right. So I think ayan, forgot to flash pala. So ayan, binalikan natin yung mga different career options, no? And ayan, on this part, we would like to to flash or to to recognize and appreciate yung mga nag-post, nag-share ng ating mga kaganapan last week, and they used the hashtag, our official hashtag last week, hashtag NSCM week number 1. So mabilis na shout out lang sa ating mga fellow teachers. We have Ma'am Jane Ramirez, Ma'am Maricel Infante, good morning po sa inyo. Ayan, nag-collage pa si Ma'am. Oh. So we also have Ma'am Tess Sakitin. Hello po Ma'am Tess. Thank you po sa pag-reply sa akin. We also have Ma'am Marites Roldan. Ayan. Beautiful, looking gorgeous at sa selfie niya. Using, of course, her laptop. Ayan. Ready na si Ma'am sa pasukan. We also have Ma'am Grace M. Bainosa, Sir Alpapara, Science Sabado. Ayan. And nakakatuwa ito, si Sir Richard Reyes. Ang sabi niya, ang saya pala pag nabasa ng speaker yung comment mo. Ayan, so na-enjoy niya ang ating webinar series, and I'm sure marami natutunan si Sir Richard na pwede niyang i-share sa kanyang mga kapwa guro at sa kanyang mga estudyante. We also have Ma'am Loribel Bascos Ancheta. Hello po ma'am, good morning. Ang ating mga teachers and students from, sana tama ako, no? Ang kanilang Facebook page kasi is Sentien. So that is from Pasay National Science High School. Ayan, so good morning po sa inyong lahat. So I hope you're still joining us on our week number 2. You also have Sir RJ Belbes, ayan, and Ma'am Merlinda Morales, looking beautiful on her selfie while watching the last week sessions. Good morning po sa inyo. Ma'am Maricel Cabral, syempre, hindi din pa uhuli. At saka si Ma'am Mercedes Martinez, all the way from, napaka-active last week. Sana nandyan pa rin po kayo. The Science Department of Tumalim National High School. Ayan, ang ganda ng name, no? Tumalim. So, ni-research ko talaga yan kahapon. Saan ba yung Tumalim National High School? So, nasa ano pala sila? Good morning po sa inyo all the way sa Nasugbu, Batangas. Ayan, so yung Batangas, di ba, they are known for the balisong. Siguro yun, kaya baka Tumalim. Ayan, natatalas ang utak ng mga teachers at guro. Teachers at mga students ng Tumalim National High School. Ayan, very active sila. We also have Ma'am Gracie Cheng and Ma'am Joya. Ayan, parang Saturday, complete ang setup ni Ma'am. So I think nung in-stock ko yung yung account ni Ma'am Joya, message ko siya. Baka hindi niyo po nakita Ma'am yung message ko, no? So ayun po. I think taga-ano siya, Bangi, Ilocos Norte. Ayan, good morning po sa inyo, Ma'am. And of course, ayan, we have the teachers from San Nicolas Elementary School. We have Ma'am Jonalyn, Ma'am Rayan, Ma'am Cherry, and Ma'am Amike. They are headed by their OIC Head Teacher 3, Ma'am Mary Grace D. Puno. Thank you very much po sa inyong suporta sa aming webinar series last week. We also have the students, ayan nga, from the Science Department of Tumalim National High School. Ipa-flash ko na lang po, kompleto, mula grade 7 hanggang grade 10. I think may senior high school din. Ayan, thank you very much sa mga batang ito. So I hope na-inspire natin silang mag-take ng career na related sa science. And of course, pagbutihan pa ang pag-aaral nila in this coming school year and the next years to come. So once again, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Good job on this one. Thank you very much. And of course, para ma-acknowledge din natin ang inyong mga posts, please use our official hashtag for this week, hashtag NSCM Week 2. Again, that is hashtag NSCM Week number 2. Ayan, Week 2. All right. So at this juncture, we are now ready to meet our first speaker. She finished her master's degree in science education in 2013 and Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Physical Science in 2003 at the University of Caloocan City or UCC. Currently, she is enrolled in the same university under the program of Doctor of Philosophy major in Educational Management. She was a former instructor at Besling College of the Philippines and was awarded Best Professor under the College of Teacher Education Department in 2016. She has been a science coordinator for 10 years in Antonio Luna High School. She has been awarded second place in demonstration teaching during the conduct of final grand meetup with the theme Service Beyond Learning, Learning Beyond Borders, last June 1, 2019, held at Magat Salamat Elementary School in Manila. She published her first article entitled Elevating the Standard of Public Service in the New Normal, focusing on education in InstaBright publication. The article was published last November 30, 2020. Also, she has been a book writer in St. Andrew Publishing House with a book titled Living a Better Life in Science 6. She became a module writer in the division of Caloocan City and a validator at the same time last September 2 and August 27, 2020, respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, to share with us on how we can create interactive activities using Whiteboard.fi. So bagong ano to bagong app or bagong program, no? So let us all welcome a teacher from Antonio Luna High School, SDO, Caloocan City, Mrs. Marivic C. Miranda. Good morning, Ma'am Vic.
Good morning, Sir Tony. Thank you so
Ayan
much
po.
for your introduction.
Kamusta, ma'am, ang iyong Sabado?
It's quite challenging
Yes.
just because yesterday I went
Medyo
to our
ang
school
ulan.
for the Brigada Eskwela preparation.
Yes. Oo, malapit na kasi ang opening, no? Tapos sumasabay din tayo sa, of course, our Brigada Eskwela, mga kick-offs, tsaka yung ongoing activities natin. Pero syempre nga, sabi nila, para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa mga kapwa nating guro. So, laban lang po tayo, ma'am. So, I now give you our virtual stage. So, good luck and God bless po.
Thank you. So good morning, everyone, especially to our science teachers nationwide. So thank you so much, DepEd EdTech unit, for having me here as a resource speaker. I hope everyone could get something from me, although some of us are familiar with this kind of website. So I hope that I could give other application, not application, other website wherein we can use it in our this online distance learning. Okay, so let me share my screen first. So again, I am Mrs. Mary Vici Miranda from SDO Caloocan Antonio Luna High School. So let me begin my talk with a poem, wherein I made it during the outbreak of COVID-19. Okay, so life is never an easy journey. Inevitable challenges may come and go. Sometimes it cripples and crumbles you in and out, as if you cannot find your way out, as if you are facing the dead end and no more turning back. Weakening your spirit makes you burn out, leading to the world of brokenness. But what if this brokenness leads to a brand new start? Brand new start for rebooting your soul. Will you give it a try? Sometimes brokenness is a way of tapping you to take a rest, stop and reflect, allowing you to clear things out, how you live your life. Are you living with a purpose? A question that may be hard to answer, simply because you keep relying onto yourself. Why not embracing and letting the creator of heaven and earth be your manager? Surely brokenness is your stepping stone of living a life with a purpose. So this poem became my inspiration during in battling the COVID-19, diba? During this new normal. So actually, diba, in this new normal, I know that everyone would agree to me, especially the educators, that this new normal is quite challenging. Challenging in a sense that we have different, we need to upskill, diba? We need to retool what we have learned from the past. So good thing that there is a DepEd EdTech unit wherein we are capable, we are empowered, and we are empowered at the same time we were inspired. But of course, all this became possible just because of our Creator, of our Lord Jesus Christ, of course. So this time, let's move on to the objectives of the webinar. So at the end of this webinar, teachers and education managers will be able to describe Whiteboard.5 as an educational tool. Second one is to familiarize the features of Whiteboard.5. And finally, create an interactive activities using the Whiteboard.5. So to give you an overview, okay, I classified it into three now. So the same way with the objectives. So first one is the brief background of Whiteboard.5. So second part would be the features of Whiteboard.5. Then finally, demonstration on how to use and create interactive activities using Whiteboard.5. So let's have now the brief background of Whiteboard.5. So the first bullet says that it is online whiteboard tool for teachers and classrooms. So we need to say it will become possible, or it will function well, of course, with the use of internet connectivity. Then second bullet, it is extremely fast to set up and requires very little effort. So in this sense, what I like in this educational tool is just it is a user friendly. So just like me talaga, I am not, to be honest, I am not really a techie one. During this new normal, talagang as in napilitan na lang talaga ako na kung saan I need to enhance my skill talaga. I need to make sure na maiintindihan ako ng mga bata in delivering the lesson. So that's why, ayan, inaral, nag-aral mabuti. So, ayun po. Then, third one, it allows the teachers to see their learners' whiteboard in real time and follow their progress. So, another good feature or another good nature of this Whiteboard.5 or this kind of website is just it happens in real time. Whatever you have projected on the screen, on the whiteboard, the progress or the answer of your students will be automatically be revealed, okay, in few seconds. Then finally, it is an excellent tool for formative assessment and other lesson activities. So since we are doing the online distance learning, this educational tool will help us to make sure to assist the students with their needs if they are struggling with a particular lesson. So it will become a bridge for us to know whether they are having a struggle or in need of something. So that's why it is an excellent tool for formative assessment and of course other lesson activities just like motivation, just like in the lesson proper, yeah, or even in the generalization. It could be actually be used. So later on in the demonstration or in the hands-on activities, we will discover or we will have an exercises for that. Okay, so to give credit of the founders or the creators of Whiteboard.5, we have here Mr. Sebastian Laxel, okay, and then Mr. Jacob Virtanen. Okay, so Mr. Sebastian Laxel is actually a teacher, a mathematics teacher, at the same time a computer science teacher. While Mr. Jaco, he is a COO, co-founder, of course, of Mr. Sebastian. Okay, let's have a brief spot checkpoint number one. If you are still with me, my dear webinar, our dear webinar participants. So you can comment down your answer in the comment section. So the free version of Whiteboard.5 can always be used without registration. Is it true or false? Okay, I've been waiting for your answer. Our dear webinar participants, what do you think is the answer? Okay, with regards to the nature of the Whiteboard.5. Okay, so may I have in our FB page, DepEd-EdTech. Okay, so the answer is, okay, true. Okay, you're right. Then, next one. Which between the two options is the nature of Whiteboard.5. What do you think, our dear webinar participants? Uh, is it online educational tool or offline educational tool? Okay, so let me So let me see your answer. Just comment, just simply type in the comment section your answer. So to Mr. Alexander, okay, medyo late lang dito sa may FB page. So to Ma'am Jobel, if that is true. Okay. So late ang broadcast lang po doon sa may FB page. So let me see. So again, which between the two options is the nature of Whiteboard.5, online educational tool, offline educational tool. Okay, so the answer is, okay, online educational tool. Okay, thank you so much for participating. Okay, or for the participation. So here is the picture of Whiteboard.5. Okay, we can see there the new class, join class, then register, login. So later on for the manipulation, for the demonstration, okay, we will explore it. We will explore the features of Whiteboard.5. Then that is the what we call as home screen. Okay. Next is the tools inside the whiteboard. Okay. Then here are the tools inside the environment of the Whiteboard.5. We have there the select. So that is the same way with the with our MS Word. Then we also have draw, lines, rectangle, circle, insert PDF, pan tool, zoom out, download, bring to front, send to back, delete object, reset zoom. We also have insert map, then insert image, wherein it is usually be used. Talagang gamit na gamit po natin, magagamit po natin ito. Then text, line width, then color. Okay, so later on, I will not further discuss how it will be used. Later on, we will discover the function of each tool of Whiteboard.5. Then undo, redo. So just to give you a parang just to share with you the perception of my students, the grade 8 students. So I asked them about their perception in the usage of Whiteboard.5. So the first question that I raised to them, okay, in the Google form, I felt more confident of expressing my thoughts or answers. So meaning to say that when they use the whiteboard, okay, what did they feel? So out of 21 respondents, okay, the 21 responses, okay, for the strongly agree, 50.4% or equivalent to 11 students, and then for the agree, five students with a percentage of 23.8%. So we need to say, okay, if you're going to combine agree and strongly disagree, more than half. So they felt more confident on expressing their thoughts and answers when they use Whiteboard.5. Then another statement that I asked them, okay, is that I enjoy participating in the lesson delivery. Okay, so you can see there in their response, 31.8 or 38.1%, and then 19%. So for the agree. So again, it is parang indeed positive pa rin ang kanilang response. Anyway, that is only their perception, okay, for my grade 8 students. Then another is that when I use Whiteboard.5 in the lesson delivery, I was more motivated to learn. And here are the response of my dear grade 8 students. Okay, 5 sections. Then 47.6% for strongly agree, then agree for 9.5% to students. So 12 students out of 21. 21 students. Then finally, let's have now the hands-on activity using Whiteboard.5. So in the hands-on activity, we have 5 activities. The first one is that freehand drawing and typing of text. Second one is inserting of image or picture. The third one would be dragging and dropping. Fourth, plotting of points. Then finally, problem solving. So how are we going to incorporate it in the whiteboard.5? So let's have now the hands-on activity. Okay. So just go to your to your browser, any kind of browser. Okay. Then afterwards, you will just simply click the browser, then type whiteboard.5. Okay. So whiteboard.5 and then enter. Okay. So upon entering it, you will see now the environment or the home screen of whiteboard.5. Okay, so since I'll be acting as a teacher, okay, I will be using new class. Okay, but since for the sake of this demonstration, of course, I am requesting everyone to join the class to act as a student. But of course, very few. I will allow only few participants for us to be able to for these activities to become manageable. Okay, so new class. After clicking the new class, I am going to write my full name. So since I am acting as a teacher now, when when I deliver this presentation before in the DICT, there is no feature in your email. So meaning to say another option. Okay, another option given here. So it's up to you if you're going to write your email. So, but for me, I will just simply leave it. Okay, leave it blank. Now, if I'm going to click the enable waiting room lobby, so meaning to say, I could control, okay, as a teacher, for those students that I wanted to be part of my virtual classroom. Okay, but for this, I will just not, I will not click it so that most of you can be part of the present manipulation or the demonstration. Then afterwards, just simply click create new class. Okay, just wait for seconds, for a few seconds. Okay, so next you will be, we will see now the next environment of the whiteboard.5. So for us to be able to share, okay, or to share the link to our students, just simply click the room QR code here and then ask our students to scan it. But if they don't have a QR code, okay, the applications on their cell phone, we can what? We can use this link, whiteboard.5, so E2N4U or E2N4U, that would be the code of them. So see, in real time, it happened that I have here my students, and Delphine. I hope that you can write your the SDO where you belong, just like in SDO Caloocan, SDO Quezon City, SDO Manila. Okay, may I request? So we have now here the students, and Delphine, Valdez, Estelita, okay, JZ, and then so on and so forth. Okay, we have now the participants here, the student participant. So now, in order to unlock it so that the other participant could, you can manage it, you can control it. So just simply, okay, just simply lock the room so that no one can enter now the virtual whiteboard. Okay, so let's lock it now. Lock room. Okay, then settings saved already. So room locked already. So we have now here the participants. So just like Yuchi Kim, SDO Calamba City. Okay, SDO Manila Jean. Okay, so we have now there. Then Carlo Beher, SDO Quezon Province. So we have now the participant for A12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 29. Okay, so I have here now 29 participants on my on the whiteboard that file. Okay, so let's begin. So since you already manipulate it, you just type your name. Okay, I will just simply clear all students' whiteboard so we can begin. Okay, begin with the first activity. So all whiteboards successfully erased. So now I want to toggle my whiteboard. Okay, avoid typing it na for a while. Okay, let me be the first one. So for instance, you want to draw a square. Okay, then if you want to copy it, if you want to provide another copy of a square, so just simply click the copy. Okay, the two folders like, then paste it. Okay, there you go. You have another one. Okay, 3. So for instance, you are going uh, to draw or illustrate on how the molecules are being arranged. Okay, in the states of matter like solid, liquid, and gas, particularly in solid, liquid, gas. So since we keep on using a circle, okay, shape, okay, that represent the molecules. So just simply what? Click the circle, okay, on the upper portion, fourth row, okay, on the first row, number 4, okay. If you want to change the color of it, just simply click pick color, okay, pick color. For instance, we'll be picking red one. Okay, so this one. So again, our dear participants, okay, you can make now just like Godi Dita, no? Okay, you're doing great. So doing now the arrangement of molecules in solid, liquid, gas. Okay, so again, in order to create another one, just simply copy, then paste. Okay, paste only. Okay, so that you can have more. Okay, more copy of the circle. Okay, and then arrange it. Okay, so I hope that everyone, that the 29 participants in the virtual whiteboard can follow. Okay. So later on, I will project all their answer, okay, so that you can see their answers. Okay. So that's it. Another one, paste it so that you can produce another set of circles. Okay. So there you go. Okay. Another circle. And then after that, you are going to type, of course, in order to indicate which one is the arrangement of the solid, liquid, and gas, or the arrangement of molecules of on the 3 said states of matter. Okay. Then, okay. So here, okay. For this structure naman, illustration of the arrangement of molecules in liquid, so a little what? A little space. Okay, let me see the answer of Sam. Yan, very good, no? Okay, napakabilis ni Gardy Ditan. Okay, Gardy Ditan. Thank you for your participation. Okay, so that's it. So I hope that you are enjoying and you can follow. Okay. Then please indicate now, okay, or type now the on the lower portion, solid, liquid, and then gas. Okay, for those who are inside the virtual whiteboard .5. Okay. So there you go. Then for typing the text, just simply click letter A or capital A, then wait for the appearance of the sizing handle. Okay? So then start typing. But if you're using an Android phone or Apple or any kind of phone, as long as, di ba, medyo high-tech, so definitely you can start typing na. So let's type solid and then drag it, okay, next to the illustration or under the illustration rather. Then another one, okay, liquid. Then finally we have the gas. Okay. Then gas. So there you go. We have now the arrangement of the molecules to the different states of matter. So let's have now the answer of the participants. So like here, si Delphine Valdez. Okay, very good shot. The solid, and then of course the second one would be the liquid, then finally that would be the gas molecules. Okay, so we also have here Lara. Okay, ayan, ito yung sagot ni Lara. So see, my dear webinar attendees, that you can see in real time the answer of your students. So how are you going to let your let the students know if they got the correct answer? So since we are using the free version or the free whiteboard.5, kasi if you're going to use the basic and then the premium, definitely it has a cost, no? It has a fee. So since of course we are really after with the free one, yung hindi tayo maglalabas ng sarili nating pera sa bulsa natin. So definitely we need to use this free version. Okay? So anyway, although it has a limited features, still naman it's a matter of being resourceful, being creative as a teachers, magagawa pa rin naman natin. Magiging maganda pa rin ang paggamit ng educational tool na ito. It will become useful and helpful to our students when it comes to the online distance learning. Okay? So let's see. For instance, I will ask Sheila Osana Dakis to check her work. Okay? Kasi hindi tayo makakapag-annotate dito eh. Okay? So for the actions, I could not react. Quick reactions for like, meaning to say all the answer of this student are correct. So pag kinlik ko yan, try free trial. So what I did to my students, I asked them to check their answers. For instance, lagay ko lang po dito na okay, so these are the correct answers. Then I could put check on it. Okay, check. Yan. Then another check for the arrangement. Yan. And then, let's see. For instance, 3/3. But of course, we are not using, I don't know, 5/5 lang, 10/10, so that's it. Then, I want you, my dear participants for the student whiteboards, to check your answers. Okay? For instance here, solid and liquid. O, number 1, for the solid, meron siyang, ano, no, meron siyang spaces. So, definitely that will not be the correct answer. Wala pa siya dapat na spaces. Hindi ko natapos yun sa may una. So, for instance, Delphine Valdez. Okay, I want you to check your work, Delphine. And then, so I'll be waiting, Delphine Valdez, to check your work. Okay, so just simply go to this pen. Okay, second to to this tool, which is select, or the arrow one. Next to the arrow image is the drawing tool. Okay, so let me see. Okay, are you with us, Delphine? So actually, my dear webinar participants, the students can manipulate yan, just like this. So Delphine Valdez, thank you so much, Delphine Valdez, Mr. Delphine Valdez. So 3/3. So see, diba? So in real time, they can project their answers. They can check right away their answers. Although, di ba, we have the limitations for this kind of version of Whiteboard.5, which is free, the free one. Okay? So, paparaanan na lang natin bilang mga guro. So, this time, let's have the next activity, which is inserting of the pictures. Okay? So, like this. I will clear all the students' whiteboard, okay? But before clearing it, I can also add sheet, another sheet or insert page for my whiteboard as a teacher, okay? So that I can stay all whatever, or I can remain all whatever activities that I did previously. Okay, so second sheet. Now, if you want to clear all the whiteboard of your students, just simply go to this gear, okay, upper portion, okay, right side. Then look on to the clear student whiteboards option, okay. Then erasing all the whiteboards, okay. All whiteboards successfully erased. So let's see. Yan. Okay, so everything was erased. Okay, so Raziel. Okay, for instance, just like this, so it happened na may 3 pa siya. So you can go to actions. Okay, you can go to this action and then erase whiteboard of your students. Okay, so next would be inserting. How to insert picture? Just go to this image. Okay, insert image. So 2, 4, 6, 8. For 8, number 8 on the first row, number 8, just simply click. Ahead of time kasi, I prepared the JPEG images. Okay, so everyone naman, okay, I think most of us knew how to prepare or how to convert the image into JPEG. Personally, ako naman, nalaman ko lang yun through DepEd-EdTech unit, through the help of Mr. Mark Antilisi. Napanood ko yung in making the photo be author. So doon ko na-amaze po ako doon kasi talagang first time ko talaga na convert ng JPEG. Sinabi ko nga po sa inyo na I'm not really techie. So this time, desktop. So you will go to the folder wherein you place your images, okay? So for the second activity would be inserting of picture, okay? Activity 1, for instance, like this. Okay, another one. I have 4 kasi, 4 pictures for this kind of activity. And it will serve as a motivation for your students. For instance, you have your topic about the dominant and recessive. Okay, recessive traits. And one more is, okay, this one. Okay, so there you go. You have your complete set now, but the direction is not yet present. So ahead of time, I prepared already the directions or the instruction. So this is the instruction. Activity 2. Okay, now how are you going to push it to your students? Okay, you are going to go to, wait lang. Okay. Yan. Okay, kasya na siya lahat sa whiteboard natin. Uh, So the direction says, look at the mirror, put a check mark on the given pair of traits which you observe in yourself. So these pictures, okay, this activity can be projected to all of your students, okay, whiteboard. Just simply push assign or click current pages as background. Why do you need to click the third one option or in short the current page as background? For us to be able to what? To flatten the copy of the selected page. Meaning to say, hindi na magagalaw ng estudyante na they can drag it anywhere from left to right, up and down. Okay? So it will just stay. So once you click the current page as background, okay, there you go. It will be pushed to the whiteboard of the students. Okay, so let's see. May picture pa si Sir JC. Okay, later on it will be erased because I already projected or I already pushed the whiteboard to my students. So let's wait for a few seconds. So there you go, di ba? It has been projected now on the whiteboard of our students. So now you may do it, my dear webinar participants. Okay, so kindly do the direction, kindly do the activity, follow the direction. So you will just simply put a check mark, okay, on the given pair of traits which you observe in yourself. Okay, let's see kung si Alexander ay cleft chin ba? Smooth chin, widow's peak ba siya? Straight hairline ba? O meron siyang features na free earlobe, attached earlobe. Okay? So, yan. So, there you go. One of our students, acting as a student, were able to made an answer. Okay, just like this, widow's peak daw po siya. Si Jenny Beth. Okay, then, she has smooth chin. What about your free earlobe? Do you have free earlobe or your earlobe is attached? Okay. So there you go. Okay. So that's it. A simple motivation. So again, we can use the whiteboard.5 as a springboard to our lesson. So just simply know how to insert pictures and then turn the picture images into JPEG. Okay. Anyway, in making a JPEG, sa akin kasi, di ba, hindi naman ako ganun ka-techy. So that's why I use PowerPoint presentation and I converted it into JPEG. Okay. So that's it. Ayan. Okay. Just like JGZ. Okay. Ito po yung mga sagot niya. So, see, it happened in real time. Okay. Actually, I asked my co-teachers that I asked them to lend me their pictures. So parang hindi ako makopyright. So salamat talaga dun sa two co-teachers ko like Mr. Libres and Mr. Lacha. So yan po yun. Then other friends. So that's it. Okay. So moving on to another one. Okay. Nakangiti. Okay. Moving on to the next activity. You knew now how to insert pictures. Okay. So another activity, I'm going to add another one. So just simply click the insert page with a plus sign or positive sign. Okay. Next would be next activity. So going to another sheet, then simply click this corner, the bottom part, which is the students, wherein it has an eye look like image. Okay, meaning to say it can be viewed or it can be pushed to the students. It will be activated once you push or assign. Once you click it. Now, going to next activity would be the third. Okay, the third activity. Okay. So actually, in this third activity, I have used this activity in the DICT, no? So I changed some of the activities lang. Okay. So put it there at the top. And then, so this kind of activity allows the students to drag and drop, you know, to drag and drop the images according to the or based upon your directions. Okay. So I will just set only the different images that the students will be using. Okay. Then I'm going to arrange it. Okay, so there you go. We have now the 3 images. Still waiting for 2, okay, to be inserted. Okay. Another one, okay. We have an apple. Okay. Then, lastly, would be the all-time favorite of Filipino, the chicken joy. Okay. So, I'll be pushing it to my students or acting as students. Okay, here. And then you can arrange, you can resize. Okay, you can adjust the size of the table. Okay, just simply click the image and then the sizing handle, ito po yun yung mga mayroong circle. Yan. Pwede mo siyang i-manipulate, okay, to resize the image. Okay. So there you go. We complete it now. Then push it. Okay, it can be current page. So I will not use this current page since the images can be, okay, pwede kasi nga mangyari dyan, maano ng estudyante. Ito, ano tawag dito? Yung current stage, the student's whiteboards will be replaced by a copy of the currently selected page of your student. So, meaning to say, hindi siya magiging background. So, but the drag and drop ng bata. Ito naman sa current page, magiging background lang ang mga images. So, kahit anong gawin ng bata, hindi niya siya mada-drag and drop. So, syempre, ang mas magandang gamitin dito ay ang current page. Since we are after with the dragging and dropping of the images. Okay? So, whiteboard successfully pushed. Then, the environment of the student whiteboards automatically be changed. Okay? From previews and now for the present one. So, I want you to drag and drop. Okay? Drag and drop the images. Okay, the images under this food group, okay, under this column. Okay, you begin now. So our dear webinar participants, you can see now that our students, okay, are busy in dragging and dropping their answers. So, ayan, just like Alexander, no? Mr. Alexander. Ayan po. Nakikita, ha? Yan. Thank you so much for participating. Yan. How about others? Tingnan po natin kung nakasabay sila. O, SDO. From SDO, Cotabato. Okay. Hindi lang siya nagpangalan. So, thank you so much, sir. So, makikita natin dito, nilagay niya go food, chicken, and then the egg, grown food. Okay, nilagay niya dito ay bread. So, later on, ipakita ko yung pinakasagot para mag-ano nila. Low food, yan. Okay. So, that's it. And then, so, let's see naman here. Yan, ito. So, we can project in our own whiteboard, okay, the answer of our students. So, like this, di ba? Tama yung sagot ni Uchikin. So, go food, yung bread, grow food, chicken, and then the egg. Then, grow food, ito pong vegetable na ito, and then the apple, no? Okay, the broccoli. So, how are we going to project it to our own whiteboard as a teacher? Just go to action, okay, click the arrow down, then simply go to teacher whiteboard to student, push teacher whiteboard to student, o copy to teacher whiteboard. So ito po yung gagamitin natin, copy to teacher whiteboard, since we are after with the answer or correct answer of our students, para hindi na tayo mag-drop and down. So that's it. So then, copying whiteboard, then let's wait for a few seconds, and then now, there you go. Ayan, na-project na, di ba? So, hindi na tayo nahirapan na mag-drag and drop doon kasi tama naman yung sagot ng ating student. And then, after that, we can ask again our students to check their answer. So, since we have projected the correct answer in this activity, the drag and drop. Okay, so we can go to draw pen, okay, then use the red color, okay, then check it. And then we can also change the line width, okay, line width of the line width. Okay, so there you go, check, check, and another check, yan. Okay, so 5 over 5. Okay, so that's it. So, what about the students? O, tingnan natin sa kanila. Yan, very good. Si Jennybeth, Miss Jennybeth Caburobias. So, see, it happens in real time. We know now that we can determine parang the progress of our students. Kung sino yung nag-struggle, sino yung o kaya yung nagkakaroon na having a difficulty in what? In answering the activity. Yan. So, mayaan na natin sila. Pwede din po natin pala i-hide ang kanilang mga pangalan. Kasi katulad nito, di ba? Just like in SDO, di ba? Bulacan. So, napunta siya sa ganyan. So, pwede natin naman na i-hide para maprotektahan naman natin yung mga estudyante natin kasi you know naman some of our students, they are so sensitive with regards to the score that they are receiving. So just simply go to push assign, okay, just simply go, okay, to this gear, okay, then go to the number 4 square, okay, hide student names. Okay, so if you're going to click that, the setting will be saved, and then there you go, the name of our students. Okay, hindi na po na-project. Okay, so yan po. Yan, ginagawa ko po yan kapag halimbawa, nakikita ko na mabababa ang mga score ng mga estudyante ko for the formative test. Okay, then later on, ang gagawin ko na lang, for I to be able to have the list of the students who participated in this, in our activity, i-ano ko siya, i-download ko na po siya. So, for instance, ganito po, syempre kapag hide natin, di ba, wala yung pangalan. So, i-hide mo na let's click the check 1 so that it will not be hide na. No longer, yung names nila hindi na ma-hide. For you to be able to have the list of your students na mismo nakakuha talaga ng tamang sagot. So, you can save all whiteboards as PDF. So, tingnan po natin. Sana hindi masyadong ang aking internet. So, activity number 2 for instance. Number 2. So, save as PDF. Then, there you go. It will be downloaded. Just wait for a few seconds. Kapag mabilis ang internet connection, so mabilis din ang pag-download. So, dito po dyan, naglo-load pa siya. Later on, balikan po natin. So, para lang mapakita ko po sa inyo na all the answers of our students can be downloaded in the form of PDF. Then afterwards, ayan, malapit na. Whiteboard.5, then the PDF. So, later on, you will see now the score of our students together with their name. Ayan, i-open ko lang po. Ayan, makikita po natin yan. Save classroom, anong oras, tapos anong date, may pangalan pa. Alexander Ichon, 5/5. O, ayan yung sagot po niya. Ayan po yung kanyang naging output. Makikita rin natin yung date. So, yan po. Okay? So, syempre, pag hinide po natin ang pangalan nila, walang lalabas na pangalan sa sinave po natin na PDF. Okay po? So, that's it. So, let's go back to another set of activities. So, this time, let's add another sheet. Okay, another sheet, plus sign, go to plus sign. Okay, then click the students, yung the symbol with an I. Okay, then go to your drive kung saan mo talaga inilagay ang iyong mga activity. Here, in my in my computer, I place all the images that I will use into the downloads area. So we're done with the activity number 3. So let's move on to activity number 4. Dito po, ayan, nahirapan po talaga ako dito doon na during the pandemic talaga na sabi ko, paano ko kaya maituturo ng maayos yung sa may Philippine Area of Responsibilities? Kasi I've been using the PowerPoint presentation, hindi ko talaga maipakita na paano ang mismong points, di ba, ng latitude at ng longitude, hindi ko maipakita ng maayos using of course, the PowerPoint presentation. So, hindi kaya. And then, another na ginawa ko is yung sa video presentation, yun nga lang, papanoodin lang yung bata. Mas maganda kasi yung they manipulate it, di po ba? So, mas nauunawaan kasi nila yun. The problem here in the whiteboard lang, once they use their cell phone, medyo challenging sa kanila dahil maliit. Kaya lagi ko silang sinasabihan na you just increase its size, its image by zooming it out and zooming it in, di ba? May zoom out naman at may zooming in. So, here is the direction. So, ahead of time, again, inano ko na po siya, inayos ko na po. So, I use only the PowerPoint presentation here. Okay, then you just try to increase the size of your map, of your graph, rather. Okay, then now the plotting points. So let's have now, just go to image, insert image again. Then look for the points and latitude in this kind of activity. Okay, so there you go. I-increase ko lang yung sa may graph. Litan ko lang din yung sa directions. So that's it. Now, ngayon sabihin natin, mapapaisip tayo na how is it possible? So you will just simply go to this math tool, okay, or insert math, okay, then find the ruler, okay. So find the ruler. So here's the ruler area. Okay, then there you go. We have now the ruler. Then according to the given points, we have here the 5-degree north and 115-degree east. So, but before that, I will try to project it so that the participant can manipulate it. So push it as current pages as background. Okay, so that's it. Mati-change ulit ang kanilang whiteboard sa mga estudyante. So let's wait for a few seconds. So yeah, so that's it. See, we have now the ruler. Okay, you can manipulate it now. So, tanggalin ko lang po ito kasi hindi nyo siya ma-erase. So, another pushing again for current page as background. So, that's it. So, how am I going to do it? Again, use ruler. Okay? You can use ruler. Yan. Naayos na po ang whiteboard ni Alexander, user Estelita. Okay, then Godi, updated na siya. Okay. Then the other keeps on updating. Okay, just like the whiteboard of participant Maria Fe. Okay, so that's it. So let's go now. How are we going to answer this? So use the insert mod. Okay, then choose ruler. Okay, just like this. And then go now to 5 degree north, which is the latitude. Yan. Tahan natin yung 5 degree north. Yan. Then, another is 115. Okay, 115. So, since it's 115, pag ganito lang po tayo, we can use again another ruler. Okay, another ruler, just go to insert mat again, then find the ruler, click it. So there you go, we have another set of ruler. Then this arrow na to, okay, dalawang arrow na yan, you can click it para maiba yung kanyang position. Okay, so since we are after the 115 degree is longitude, so puntahan natin 115, so there you go, ayan na. Okay, then, nag-meet na ang dalawang point, then you can use the circle or even the pen having a color of red. Okay, then try to put a mark on it. Okay, yan. Put a mark on it. Teka lang, nagulo. Okay, you can undo and redo your answer. In this case, nagkamali si ma'am. So, ang gagawin ko ay undo. Now, again, go to the pen and then try to put a point on it. Ayan, there you go. We have already point. Okay. Then, let's have now the letter B points. 15 degree north, then 115 degree east. So, para ma-avoid natin yung paggalit, ano tawag dito? Pag sulat, okay, like this, let's just simply go to this one, yung sa may arrow. Select para hindi siya para hindi po malagyan ng mark or any writings. Okay? So let's have now to 15 degree north and 115 degree east. Tingnan ko po yung sa mga sagot ng mga natin, dear webinars. Ayan, no? Katulad si Delphine, no? Ayan, nakaano na siya. Keep on trying. Thank you so much, mga ma'am and sir, for doing your best in using this educational tool. Ayan, no? Katulad ni Uchi Kim. Yan. Natatapos niya na. Sige nga po. Paki-connect na siya in 2 point. Nakatapos na si Uchi Kim. What we gonna do? Hindi ko po alam kung iba o lalaki, si sir or si ma'am. So, what we need to do is connect lang the points. Okay? 2, 4, 6 points. And there you go, meron ng sagot. So, si mga ka-webinar, kung kaya natin, natural, maituturo natin na maayos ang educational tool na ito sa magiging posible ang paggamit ng Whiteboard.5. Kasi kung sa atin nga, nakayanan natin, di ba? At user-friendly siya, madali siyang gamitin. Makakaya rin naman ng ating mga estudyante if they are properly guided. Okay? Ma-introduce natin. So, yes. So, there you go. Ayan. Hintayin ko na lang yung kanilang ano. Here naman, si Miss Lara. Ayan. Malapit na rin po siya. 1 more point na lang. Okay, 1 point na lang. Makikita natin yung sagot niya. Then, another one would be Si Miss Ann. Okay, si Miss Ann, yan. Ginagamit niya pa rin yung kanyang ruler. Yan. So, doon na siya sa may pangatlo. Okay, there you go. Ayan. Okay. So, tingnan ko po yung nakatapos na. Balikan ko si Miss Kim. Yan, very good. Ayan, nakaano na po si Ochi Kim. Okay. So, kindly remove now the ruler. Okay, the ruler Ochi Kim. Thank you. Pag ni-remove na niya po yan, pwede na natin i-project sa sarili nating whiteboard yung kanyang sagot. Since ayan po yung tamang sagot. Okay? So please remove the ruler, Uchi Kim. Thank you. Sa pag-remove, ganito lang po ang gagawin. Okay? Sa pag-remove po ng ruler, halimbawa yan, hindi ko na po siya tinapos. So just click the ruler and then go to this bin or delete object. Pwede din naman yung other way naman is the scissor or cut tool. Ayan. Pag kinlik mo siya, yung ruler or any object, then you try to click the scissor image or in shortcut, yan, mawawalan siya. Okay, so let's have now the answer of one of our participants. Ayan. Si Uchikim, hindi niya pa na-remove. Yan, na-remove niya na. Okay. Then, yan. Thank you so much, Uchikim. So, to project it into our teachers or in our whiteboard, to copy it, okay, go to actions and then click copy to teacher whiteboard. Okay, then wait for a few seconds, then it will be projected. Wow, SDO Calamba. Thank you, Uchikim from SDO Calamba City. Okay, very participative si Sir, ito pong teacher natin from SDO Calamba City. Okay, now let's see if the answer of our students projected on our own whiteboard. Ayan po, nakita natin na project na. And there you go, pwede na natin sabihin sa estudyante natin na, okay, we can check now our answer, or your answer. Ayan, ito yun. Titingnan lang po nila yan. Then, there you go, same process, let them check it. Okay, ma-assess naman natin, makikita naman natin kung tama ba ang pag-check nila. Okay? So, that's it. Okay, that's the second activity. So, it is possible to graph, di ba? It is really possible in the usage of this educational tool para matulungan natin yung mga bata natin, mga estudyante natin, na kung paano mag-plot, okay? Pwedeng mag-graph, di ba? Sa pamamagitan ng website na ito. Okay? This is a website, it's not an application. Kaya, any kind of browser, as long as may browser ka, magagamit siya. Okay? Tsaka madali po talaga siya na i-set up. Ang pinaka-ano na lang ng teacher, ang pinaka-prepare niya na lang are the materials or the instructional materials niya. Kung paano niya i-present sa estudyante. Okay? Then, let's have the next activity. So, for the next activity, another insertion. So, I'm going to make another whiteboard. Okay? Click again the plus sign or it signifies insert page. Okay? Then there you go. We have another clear whiteboard for the last activity. Okay? For the last activity, for computation naman. Okay? Computation. Okay, wait, nag-load po. So, let's have now the activity problem solving. So, I have here the schematic diagram of series circuit. Then, let's have the directions. So, again, ahead of time, ipe-prepare natin ang ating instructional materials, best yung sa may JPEG. Okay, kasi hindi pwede tayo makapag-insert ng PDF because we are using the free one. Pero if you're using the premium, pwede natin magamit. Insert ang PDF. Okay. Activity number 5, okay, 5.1, the directions here. Then there you go, it will be projected. So see this one, diagram. Hitan lang po natin so that the students will have the area for writing or typing their answers. Okay. So here it goes. So the direction says, given the schematic diagram of series circuit, find the current. Okay, dito po naglalagay ako dyan ng formula given, tapos formula, then solution. Okay, so for the sake of this demonstration, let's answer it. Our dear participants, dito po sa student whiteboards. So again, I'll be pushing it to you. So current page background. So, again, whiteboard successfully pushed, and then the student whiteboards, okay, will be erased, and the another set of activities will be projected. Okay, so you may start now. So, in typing, okay, just go to text or capital A, and then wait for the appearance of the sizing tool. Okay, then you can now type. Okay, pwede naman din syempre doon if you're using the phone, the cell phone, ano lang, your finger, yun ang magagamit natin yun, di ba? For drawing, for hand drawing, just go to draw tool, yung pencil-like image. Okay, so we have here the given, which they are 20 volts. Okay, victory equals 20 volts. Ayan. Then, R sub 1. So, ito po, medyo hirap lang dito kasi ilalagay lang, gagamitin ko lang dito yung draw tool. Okay? Kasi walang subscript. So, R sub 1, then 5 ohms. Yung ohm din, igagamitan ko lang din siya ng draw tool. Okay? Like this. Okay, medyo naglalag ang aking computer. So that's it. R sub 1. Okay? R sub 1 and then 5 ohms. Ibahin ko lang pala yung kulay. Black. Pick color, black. Then 5 ohms. So, isusulat ko lang yung ganun. Okay? So, like that. Then, another one. Another given. So we have R sub 2. Okay, R sub 2 is equal to 3 ohms. Then R sub 3 equals 2 ohms. Okay, so same procedure. So isulat lang, ano lang po natin. Let's use the draw or the pencil-like image. And then write 2, subscript, and then 3. Okay, then the ohms sign. So, pwede rin naman na mapadali na kung saan, yan nga, meron ka na nito, kung halimbawa ay okay na sa'yo yung symbol na ohm, perfect na para sa'yo yan, you can copy and then paste. Ayun. Then, drag it. Drag it down. Ayan. So there you go. You have your given already. Of course, one is the other quantity is missing. Ano ba hinahanap? And of course, that is B. I, or in short, current. Okay? So question mark. Ayan. Or the current. Then, next would be the formula. So, yun lang po yun. So, possible talaga na magamit ang whiteboard.5 in showing the solutions. Okay? Showing the solution or in problem solving. In doing the problem solving. So, ayan. Ayan, no? Katulad nito, si Alexander Icon. So, meron siya na, yan, 10 ohms. So, ito po yung formula. Current is equal to voltage divided by resistance. So, meron na tayong 20 volts, yes, beyond. Then, the total resistance would be 5 plus 3, 8, plus 2 is 10. Kaya, 20. Tama po ba yung kanyang yung sa may formula? Okay, parang nagkabaliktad po si Sir. Tingnan po natin yung ibang sagot. Okay, yan. Si Mr. Delphine Valdez. From what, po kaya siya? SDO. So, ayan. Ito po, mas tama. Okay. 20 volts. Tama po yan. 5 ohms plus 3 ohms plus 2 ohms. That is 10 ohms. So, 20 volts divided by 10 ohms. So, definitely, ito po yung tamang sagot kay Mr. Delphine Valdez. Because the voltage, because the formula for the current is I is equal to V divided by R. Okay, 2 amperes po yung tamang sagot. Tingnan natin po sa iba. Okay? Yung dito po, iba yung sa kanya, no? So, ang gagawin po natin dyan, you can go back to the actions. Okay? And then, erase the whiteboard of your student. Yan. Then, another one, push. Okay? Copy. Push teacher whiteboard to student. Ayan. So, let's just wait. Para sa kay Carlo, kay Mr. Carlo Beher from SDO Quezon Province. Ganun din po kay Ma'am Ana. Okay? Abayan. SDO Manila. Si Mr. Jim. Diba? 2 amperes. Very good, sir. So, yan. Tama yung sagot niya. Then, also, dito po kay, hindi pa tapos si Mr. Espino, si Ma'am Espino. Okay, final answer, yan, nagsasagot pa po siya. Okay, then we have here from SDO Calamba City. Okay, so sa kanya 5 amperes. So 20 volts divided by 10 is 2 amperes. Okay, 20 divide 10. That is 2 amperes. Okay, so project na po natin yung tamang sagot. Okay, ang napili ko dito, ang dami. Katulad si Miss Estelita, ang kanan. Ayan, ganyan po yung ginawa ko. Para sa buwan. Nakalimutan lang ang mga units. Diba tayo, lagi tayo nagsasabi sa mga estudyante natin na do not forget to indicate the units because those are important. Okay. I remember that during my college days, yung one of my professors keep on telling us na ano yan, 2 kilong bigas, 2 piraso ng papel, ano yung kinukumpute nyo. So, yan. Okay? So, 2 amperes din nakuha ni JZ. Okay, thank you for the participation. So, kanina po, balikan natin yung kay Miss Lara po ba yun? Yung Go Foods, Agro Foods yung niya. So, ito na yung kanyang sagot, 2 amperes. So, I'll be projecting it on my, pwede rin dito, wait po ha, impact. Shortcut na lang ni Sir. Pero anyway, tama po ang kanilang mga sagot. Okay, from SDO, Bulacan, nagsasagot pa po rin siya. Ayan, keep on trying, sir. Thank you for your active participation. Okay, so see this one. Tingnan ko rin dito. Ayan, yan. Si Miss Margie B. Gonzalez. Saan po kayang SDO si Ma'am Margie? So, eto na po yung ipoproject ko po sa ating sariling whiteboard. So, for the whiteboard of the teachers. Kasi ito po yung mas nakikita ko na tamang-tamang sagot. Kompleto po siya. Mayroon pa pong unit. Okay, copy to teacher whiteboard para ito yung makita ng mga estudyante natin. And then, we can start the discussion. Bakit ang kanilang mga sagot ay nakuha nila yung tamang sagot o yung iba naman hindi nakuha yung tamang sagot. Okay? So, there you go. Yan po. So, thank you, Miss Margie, for your answer. That is 2 amperes. Okay? So, I hope po na meron po silang nakuha po sa aking presentation. Ngayon po, ako rin po ay isa sa mga teachers before na talagang I really don't know how to start or to begin the online distance learning. So that's why I keep on searching which is the user-friendly, yung kaya kong i-manipulate at kaya ng mga estudyante ko na gamitin na kung saan I can guide them, okay, guide them in the lesson delivery para alam ko kung saan sila nahihirapan, anong skills, and then so on and so forth. So again, in this kind of educational tool, which is under website po, ay ano po ito, madaling gamitin as long as meron ka pong internet connection. Okay? Then, yun nga po, user-friendly, ahead of time, kailangan mo lang talaga mag-prepare ng iyong mga instructional materials, and then creativity of the teachers on how to manage the different set of activities that will reach the common goals of us, which are yung development of the skills and the knowledge of our students. So, ayun lang po ang aking ma-share. Maraming salamat po.
Ayan, so
thank you so much.
Thank you very much po,
Stop sharing ko na
ma'am.
lang po.
Ayan, ma'am. So thank you very much po, Ma'am Marivic, for sharing the whereabouts of Whiteboard.SEI. So this tool will surely help our teachers and, of course, our students to have interactive activities in the upcoming school year. So later on po, if you have other questions pa po or other concerns from our first speaker, magkakaroon po tayo ng question and answer portion right after the second speaker po. Ayun po. So let's now award the Certificate of Recognition to Ma'am Marivic. So ayan po, let me just read the citation of the certificate. Republika ng Pilipinas, Department of Education, DepEd Complex, Meralco Avenue, Pasig City. Certificate of Recognition is awarded to Marivic C. Miranda for sharing her invaluable knowledge and expertise as resource speaker during the National Science Club Month Webinar Series 2021 in the webinar session entitled Creating Interactive Activities Using Whiteboard.P, conducted by Office of the Undersecretary for Administration through the Information and Communications Technology Services Educational Technology Unit or ICTS-EdTech, held on September 11, 2021. Given this 11th day of September 2021 at the DepEd Central Office, Meralco Avenue, Pasig City, Philippines. Signed, Mark Anthony CC, Head ICTS-ETU. Signed, Elaine Del B. Pascua, Undersecretary for Administration. And signed, Director Abram Y.C. Abanil, Director 4 of ICTS. So once again, congratulations po, Ma'am Marivic Miranda. Congrats, ma'am. Sa kantunay na hashtag mahusay. Ayan. So sa ating mga viewers, konting trivia lang from Sir Tony. Do you know that we are actually celebrating every second week of September, we are celebrating Education Week. So tamang-tama ito, itong pag-attend natin ng mga webinar series or webinar series like this, para at least ma-enhance pa yung mga learnings at saka ma-upskill pa natin ang ating mga sarili. And dahil dyan, we'll have a quick shout-out lang. So maraming salamat po sa I asked the webinar directors natin. So we have a total of more than 3,000 viewers right now. And hindi lang viewers, concurrent viewers. So ibig sabihin pala ng concurrent sa analytics ng mga live stream. So pag sinabi natin concurrent, talagang hindi po bumibitaw yung mga viewers. So maraming salamat po. I would just like to take this opportunity to say thank you to my Novaliches High School SDO Quezon City family, headed by our former principal, Dr. Luis P. Tagayon. Hi, Sir Tagayon. Kamusta po kayo? And to our new principal, Ma'am Zaida Padulyo. Good morning po, ma'am. Special shout out din po sa aking mga heads. Very supportive heads. We have Dr. Joseph L. Adan, our senior high school internal focal person, of course. My good friend, Ma'am Elsa B. Pinlac, our senior high school external focal person, and the teachers, the students, and the staff of the following schools. We have Macario B. Asisto Senior High School Main, and Liano Elementary School, kung saan po nag-aaral ang aking anak. So good morning po sa inyo. That is from SDO Caloocan City. Special shout out then, good morning and happy Saturday, all the way from Bolinao School of Fisheries, headed by Ma'am Raquel C. Kaasi from Bolinao District SDO 1 Pangasinan. Greetings from your very dedicated teacher, my good friend Sir Robert Lalata, as well as to the teachers and students of Malabon National High School or Malabon City National Science and Math High School. This greeting is from Maylene Hamendang, also a good friend of mine, classmate ko po sa Masteral. And of course, baka magtampo ang ating mga viewers sa ating YouTube channel. Ayan. So from our YouTube, mabilisan greetings lang po, no? Nakakatuwa kasi well represented tulad nga ng sinabi ko, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Metro Manila. Let's start with Ma'am Janeta Limbawan and Arlene Pajares all the way from Kagamutan National High School, Northern Samar. Ayan, mga kababayan ni Mama. Hello, Mama. Nanonood yan. Marilu de la Calzada from SDO Lapu-Lapu City. I think this one is from Cebu. Ma'am Rogeline Olad from Sangbay Integrated School, Nagtipunan, Quirino, di ba? We also have Ma'am Esperanza Mulao, SDO Ifugao. Sir Lita Chavez, Santa Maria National High School from SDO Batangas. Ayan, mga Batanggenyo at Batanggenya, laging nakasuporta sa mga webinar series at projects ng EdTech Unit. So maraming salamat po. We also have Ma'am Aileen Tejada from Calamba Integrated School from SDO Calamba City, Laguna. Good morning din po all the way from far north, Apari. Wow. We have Ma'am Noemi Sibayan. We also have Ma'am Burma Patron from Valencia National High School, SDO Negros Occidental. Ayun. We also have Ma'am Aida Masapol from San Fernando, Camarines Sur. Ayun. Camarines Sur is, I think, sa Bicol to, no? So from the Bicolandia. Ayan po. Good morning po sa inyo. I hope you're all doing fine and safe. We also have Ma'am Lynn Winkle Caramoan from Santa Lucia Elementary School, SDO Quezon Province. Anoria Castillo from Dalena High School, San Pablo, SDO Isabela naman. Wow. So marami pong salamat. Siyempre, hindi na papahuli ang ating mga male teachers. Sir Floro Tunday from Clarin National School of Fisheries, all the way from Bohol Division. Wow. Kamusta ang mga chocolate hills dyan, sir, sa Bohol? And we also have Sir Jones Regua, Tayac National High School, SDO Ilocos Sur. Sir Aldron Riano from Zambales National High School naman po from Division of Zambales. Sir Ermar II from Bayog National Technical Vocational School, SDO. Take note, SDO Zamboanga del Sur. Grabe, no? From north and then all the way to the south of the Philippines. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. Lastly, we also had Ma'am Gretchen Espina from Bacolod Central Integrated School, Division of Lanao del Norte, the land of beauty and bounty. And then finally, Sir Margarito de Samero from Clemente B. Behar Elementary School, SDO Masbate. Maraming salamat po for your active participation. And don't forget to like and share our live stream kasi meron pa po tayong second speaker. And don't forget to use our official hashtag NSCM Week 2. Ayun. Bilis no? Ng transition. All right. So I think we are now ready to introduce our second speaker. So kanina natuto tayo ng isang interactive activity, so isang website, no. So ano kaya matututunan natin sa ating second speaker? So let me introduce her. Our next speaker completed her master's degree in educational management at the University of Caloocan City and bachelor in secondary education majors in Filipino and history. Wow, at Far Eastern University. Currently, she enrolled at the University of Caloocan City, and she's taking up Doctor of Philosophy major in Educational Management. She has been awarded as Teacher Achiever in Caloocan North District 3, Caloocan City, for 2 consecutive years. That's 2018 to 2019 and school year 2019 to 2020, respectively. She also brings pride to Caloocan when she was hailed as the national champion. Wow. National champion in the electronic strategic intervention material for grade 5, sponsored by the Association of Science Educators of the Philippines, that was held February 9, 2017. And she got second place trainer in the Quiz Bee competition held in the same year at Baguio Teachers Camp. Wow. She was also a recipient of the award in a recently concluded 2021 Global Leaders and Educators Award as proficient educator given by Beyond Books publication. She rendered her service to SDO Caloocan as a module writer in science, grade 3, for 4 consecutive quarters rather. Also, she has been a book writer in science grade 6, entitled Living a Better Life in Science 6 with St. Andrew Publishing House. And currently, she is a classroom teacher at the Manuel Luis Quezon Elementary School. She's also an active member of the Massive Open Online Course or the MOOC. Yan. So dati nag-enroll din kami ng mga co-teachers ko dyan sa MOOC. Maganda pong course yan, online course. And it is fortunately included in the short courses like Integrating Critical Skills into the Exploration of Culture in an EFL Setting at World Institute and Content-Based Instruction developed by World Learning. Grabe. All right, so we are now ready to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to share with us on how we can develop electronic strategic intervention materials, or what we call the eSIM, for least mastered skills. Let us all welcome Mrs. Miriam M. Sopremido. Good morning, Ma'am Miriam.
Hello, good morning, Sir Tony.
Yan,
No,
I love
it's
the energy na.
yes, napakaulang umaga po ngayon sa amin dito sa Bulacan. Good morning po to our webinar participants na alam kong hindi rin bumibitaw no during
Yes.
the
Thank you
talk
so
of
much
our
po.
first speaker. Thank you very much po. At sana makasama ko po kayo hanggang matapos ko po tong aking presentation po for this morning. Thank you, Sir Tony.
All right, ma'am, you can have the virtual stage now.
Yes, thank you very much for this chance. I started teaching at Manuel Quezon Elementary School way back in 2005. That was 16 years ago. And where science is the center of excellence in our school. We are trained by our master teachers in science on the concept of developing SIM based on the least mastered skills evident on the standardized test, which is the National Achievement Test, which we had before. But now we have the periodical test, which validated also by the science teachers. So we focus on our aim to produce effective intervention material to bridge the gap in learning and achieve proficiency in science concept for our learners. That is our first target. So this is how SIM become the eSIM due to evolution of crafting what's best for our learners. So we inject technology in creating eSIM. But before I continue, please join me in our Kahoot games just to freshen up our memories. Okay, let me share my screen first. So I'm inviting everyone to please join me in my Kahoot. Okay, I'll just give you, of course, the game pin. It's still loading. Okay, our game pin is 1786007. So you can have your www.kahoot.it on other browser po. So I'm just waiting for our players to enter into our game. Okay, thank you, Sir Alden. Welcome. How about the others? Si Sir Alden ang mabilis pumindot. And then next we have J.L. Lucebio. Ayan, dumami sila MTB. Then Sir Bas, si Maria Fe. And then, okay, si Kate, si Shell, si Ma'am Sel, si Sir Soren, si Len. And then, okay. So I think we have enough participants now. So we have 53, 56, up to 60. I'll just get the 60. Ayan, 64 na po. So we will start our games. Naku, umabot tayo ng 74. This is eSIM 101. I'll just read to you the questions also. Okay, what is the meaning of eSIM? That is our first question. On the red tab, we have electronic strategic intervention material. Next, on the blue, we have electronic strategic instructional material. And then next, on the yellow, electronic strategic instructional module. And on the green, we have electronic strategic intervention manuscript. Okay, the correct answer is electronic strategic intervention material. That is the red tab. Let us find out who is the highest scorer. We have Sir Neil or Sir Mine. Ano po ba ito? Then followed by Sir Noel, we have the 730, Miss Gam de Sosa, 703, Sir Alden, 702, and si Sir Mip is 692. Si Sir Mil, of course, got the 760 points. Okay, let's go to another round of questions. Ready? Does an ESM is a material meant to reteach concepts or topics which are considered least mastered, of course, by the learners? On the red tab, we have yes. On the blue tab, we have maybe. And on the yellow tab, we have no. And of course, on the green tab, we have I don't know. Just choose your answer. Okay. So, time to reveal. The correct answer is letter A, yes. We have 98 correct responses. Let's find out who is the top scorer for this morning. Of course, Sir Alden got 1,542, followed by Miss Gam de Sosa, 1,410. And then Miss Maria Ferra Viabres, 1,378. And Miss Sir Roger is 1,369. And Miss Maine Calamba, 1,326. Medyo nagigising na yung ating mga participants. Let's find out for the third question. Must the ESIM be easy to reproduce? On the red tab, we have yes. Blue tab, we have maybe. On the yellow tab, we have no. And of course, on the green tab, we have I don't know. Okay, let's find out sino na naman ang magiging top scorer natin for this question. Okay, time is up. We have 106 correct responses. And let's find out kung sino-sino po ba ang ating, ayan. Naku, napakagaling po ni Sir Alden, no? He got the top score for this round, 2,468, followed by Ma'am Gam de Sosa, which is 2,147. Si Sir Roger, 2,107. And Maria Yabres is 2,067, followed by Sir Limon of 2016. Naku, parang alam na nila yung topic for this morning. Okay, does it consist of learning strategies and content enhancement routine? Okay, on the red tab, we have yes. Blue tab, we have maybe. And the yellow tab, we have no. And on the green tab, we have I don't know. Ayan, sino po kaya ang makaka-top score ngayon sa ating fourth round of questions? Okay, let's find out. Okay, let us reveal the answers. Is, of course, we have 130 correct answers on the red tab. We have, of course, the highest scorer. Nako, napakagaling, napakahusay. Ni Sir Alden, he got a 3,430 scores, followed by still by Gam de Sosa of 2,908. Sir Roger again, 2,859. Si Sir Limon naman, nag-advance naman siya, is 2,791. And Maria Fayabres is 2,783. Okay, congratulations. Meron pa pong last question. Does an ESIM is a multifaceted approach to help the learners become independent and successful learners? On the red tab, we have yes. On the blue tab, we have maybe. And on the yellow tab, we have no. And on the green tab, we have I don't know. Okay, alam ko excited na sila for this round. Let's find out. Okay, we have 147 correct responses on the red tab, which is yes. Let's find out kung sino po ang ating top scorer. Ito na po. Okay, our third place goes to Butch Lantikse, which is 3,705, 4 out of 5. And Sir Roger of 3,710, 5 out of 5. And of course, Sir Alden of 4,406, 5 out of 5. Congratulations po sa ating mga teachers na participative po ngayong umaga. Yan, ito po. Okay, let me just, congratulations once again. Okay, I will just, okay, stop my sharing. Ayan, wait. Nakakatuwa po, no? Parang sabi natin, napakadali na lang sa atin ngayon itong ISM na to. Kailangan ko pa bang i-reiterate ito? Pero pwede pa din po kasi it's parang review na lang din po sa atin ito. Okay, kasi ang gagaling ng ating mga participants. Okay, nakikita po ba yung aking presentation? Okay, let me just share my screen again. Okay. Okay, my topic for today is developing electronic strategic intervention material, or the ESIM, for least mastered skills. Okay, once again, I'm Miss Miriam M. Supremido, of course, Teacher 3 of Manuel Luis Quezon Elementary School, SDO, Caloocan City. Ayan. Okay, before I proceed, I have 3 objectives, of course. Number 1, we have to tackle this one, identify the different parts of the electronic strategic intervention material, or the ESIM, and then discuss how to develop the electronic strategic intervention material, as I will go with my slides, of course. And then utilize Active Inspire in developing electronic strategic intervention material, or ESIM. Ano nga ba itong Active Inspire na to, mga ka-webinars? Na mamaya we will find out. I'll discuss that. Okay. So according to DepEd Memorandum number 117 series of 2005, provided opportunity for teachers to learn how to make a SIM. Before po kasi, it is a strategic intervention material. This is the way na gumagawa po tayo ng hard copies. And once you are the winner in your district, you will produce 5 copies po. Naku, talaga napakahirap po to. Gupit-dikit po kami ng mga time na to. But then, yung evolution ng ating technology, okay, ito yung strategic intervention material is also known as SIM, is a tool for remediation according to Bunagan in 2016 and D of 2011. It provides opportunity for students to improve their academic performance according to Espinosa et al. In 2012. Of course, our main target here is the least mastered skills, of course, no, na ating mga young learners. Okay, so we have parts of the ESIM. Ano-ano nga po ba ang dapat nating tandaan in order for us to create or develop an ESIM? The first one we have, of course, we have 8 different parts. The first one, we have the title card, and then the objective card. We have the guide card, activity card, yan, assessment card, enrichment card, answer card, and reference card. So, nagtataka na po ba kayo kung ano-ano po ba itong mga ito at ano ang kinalaman nila sa SIM? Okay, just sit back and relax and I'll deliver to you po kung ano-ano yung parts of the SIM. So, if you have your notes with you, you can download, you can write down some notes na mga important po para maalala niyo po yung mga ito. Okay, so the first one, we have the title card. As you can see, title card must be catchy. At first po, actually po, before I hailed as a national champion po, sumali din po ako nung the other year, no, yung magkasunod na year. Ang akin pong SIM na ginamit is Strategic Intervention Material po. Ito po yung Baby Mina and Super Z, a Maze to the Zoolandia. A grade 5 SIM po para sa mga slow learn, sa mga bata po namin na medyo hindi nakaka-catch up sa aming topic po. And then the following year, ito po yung ginamit ko, yung Strategic Intervention Material, grade 5. Ayan. Actually po, ito yung kauna-unahang in-introduce na po yung time na to ni Butchoy and Pepay's Amazing Quest to Eco Park. Medyo nahirapan po ako this time because it was yung last part po ng SIM namin sa district, then pagdating ng division, naging electronic po siya. Doon na nag-start yung evolution po ng electronic strategic intervention material. Kaya po at that period of months, gumawa po ako ng dalawa, isang hard copy at saka po ito na, yung electronic strategic na yung soft copy na po na pwede na nilang makita through sa laptop po natin. So title card must be catchy. So in order for us, kasi po dahil belong to the elementary level, ano po. So, dapat po medyo catchy yung ating title card, yung madaling nakikita, and of course, the localization, kung saan po tayo. Huwag po tayo gagamit ng mga iba na hindi nakikita ng mga bata natin, especially in our country and in our local places po. Number 2, ayan. Objective card must be based on the curriculum guide. During this time, ito po yung gamit namin, dalawa po. The K-12 Education Curriculum, meron pong content standards. I know you are familiar with this, my dear teachers. Performance standards, learning competency code. Ayan, kaya ko po nakuha yung S5LT-2F- ayan. -6 kasi nandito po siya sa code, and then the learning materials. And then this one po, yung sumunod, we have now the science unpacking of the curriculum guide. Kasi po, alam niyo naman po ang ating mga supervisors hindi po tumitigil yan on how to improve pa para po sa, of course, sa ating mga young learners. So, yung objective card must be based on the curriculum guide. So, nakalagay po dito yung title and then the science kung ano pong SIM ang ginawa mo, SIM ng grade 5. And then the modes of reproduction in plants. And then we have the content standards, how plants reproduce. And then the learning competency, describe the reproductive parts in plants and their functions. Ayan, ito po yung aking important character, si Butchoy and then si Pepay. And then, of course, dahil po describe siya, ginawa ko po siyang sinab-task para madaling maintindihan pa ng mga bata. So, ito na po yun, identify the reproductive parts in plants and their functions, and then classify plants through asexual and sexual reproductions. Ayan. Then next po, we have, of course, ito lang po, pinalakihan ko lang, the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum Guide or the CG. Ito naman yung unpack curriculum guide na natin. Ayan. Makikita nyo pa po kung sino yung mga gumawa nito na ating mga EPS pa po noon. Ayan, promoted na po sila. Nasa Pasay na yung iba namin EPS. Okay, next. We have number 3, parts of the SIM or our eSIM, of course, is the guide card. This is important because it gives a preview of what students will learn. Mentions the concrete outcome or product students are expected to demonstrate or produce. Ito po sa guide card, napaka-importante kasi parang it is a short summary of what is happening in your scene, in your story. Kaya po sometimes ginagawa po namin siyang parang comic-like, no? Meron tayong mga speech balloons dito, yung ating mga character na nakikipag-usap sa ating mga audience. Dapat po, we use also the yung language po natin na madaling maintindihan din ng ating mga bata. Okay, I have 2 pages po. And this one, yan, mayroon ako short summary po ng aking short lessons na mangyayari po doon sa aking SIM. And then the next, we have guide card also challenges the learner in performing the task. Ayan, kung ano po yung gagawin nila. So, on the second part, we have ito na, kung anong meron ka dito sa iyong laman ng iyong SIM. So, it was really amazing experience and I want you to feel the thrill too. So, come and get ready. We will encounter challenges, puzzles, survival games, scrambled words, memory game, bridge map, ayan. Now, point and arrow, word loop, and match mind, and exciting games that will disclose the hidden places in our search. Ayan po yung parang pinaka-enticing appetite para sa ating mga bata kung ano yung gagawin po nila. Next po. We have this activity card. Ito na po yun. So, maybe we can prepare 5 or 6 activity cards na pwede pong gawin ng ating mga learners po. No? So, it provides activities that are organized, of course, based on the sequence of the focus skills in the guide card. Dapat po pagagawa tayo, make sure na from simple to complex. Para hindi sila mahirapan. Kasi po, pag pag complex agad, baka marambol ang utak ng ating mga bata. So baka malito po sila. No? From simple lang po, unti-unti natin hanggang makuha natin yung kanilang attention. Okay, next. We have activity card also provide activities that students can complete independently. Yan. Pwede po nila ito magawa independently. Pwede rin in pairs or in a small group. Maybe a group of 3 pupils in pairs or pwede rin siyang mag-isa kung gusto po niya. It depends po dun sa bata. Actually po, in giving our SIM, Of course, yung makita na natin po kung sino yung mga nakakuha ng list mastered in our recent periodical test po. So we will actually have our remediation para sa ating mga learners po na ito. And after that remediation, nagbigay ka po ng pretest. And after the pretest, mababa pa rin po ang nakuha ni bata. So example, may have, halimbawa lang po, we have 10 young learners po, yung ating mga students po, 10 po sila. And then after that, yung 5 ang nakapasa po dun sa binigay na pretest ni teacher. So yung 5 lang po na natira na wasn't able to pass that pretest that was given by the teacher. And then of course, the post-test, of course, sila lang po ang magsisim. Hindi po buong klase na iniisip natin na 50 sila, no. Kung sino lang po ang wasn't able, of course, to catch up with the lesson. Ayan po. Kaya matututukan talaga ni teacher. We also have our e-classroom. And then number 5, we have assessment card. It provides exercises, drills, or activities that allow students to assess their understanding of what they have learned and correct errors when appropriate. Ito po yung assessment card, ipa-find out ng mga bata dito, ay sasagutan po nila yung regarding po dun sa topic na nagawa nila dun sa mga activities. Si teacher will prepare 10 questions po. Ayan. Assessment card, monitor their learning and use feedback about their progress. Meron po tayong type dito. We have also a learning check. Ayan, no? Did you get all the answers? We have a learning check. After going through with page, I learned a lot, a little, or none at all. Ayan. Meron po siya, pwede natin i-check, no? Pwede natin ipa-check o ipa-color sa mga students po natin. Okay, next we have number 6 is the enrichment card. Ayan. Enrichment card provides opportunities for students to apply what they have learned to other subjects, areas, or in new context. So enrichment card po, pwede tayo magpasok po dito. Ito medyo mahirap na ng konti, no? Parang as a review na rin po sa ating mga students. Ayan. It depends po dun sa topic na makukuha natin. And then enrichment card 1, ito po yung sa isa kong sim na ginawa before. Ayan. 2 style po siya. Okay, the next answer card, number 7 na po. Answer card provides opportunities for students to apply what they have learned to other subject areas or in new context. Ito pa rin po yan. So, yung answer card po natin, because we can have this as individual, by pair, or in by groups, they can also check, no, with honesty na lang sa aanhin natin sa mga bata natin. Kasi nakalagay po at the end of our SIM or eSIM yung ating answer key na nandito po makikita nila para they have a guide, no, to check their own work. Ayan. Siguro mati-check din po natin yung honesty natin sa ating mga pupil regarding this one. Okay, next po is okay, number 8, reference card provides a careful research list of resources that will reinforce concepts, skills, learn provided additional content not found in the book. Ayan, pwede po tayo maglagay ng additional info. Ayan, dito sa reference card 2. And then the reference card, reference card 1, ito po yung reference books naman. Kung saan po natin kinuha, of course, yung reference materials. Take note din po sa ating photo credits, kailangan po natin silang, of course, isabihin din po dito para hindi po tayo ma-copyright din. And then, of course, the internet na ginamit po natin. And then, after this one po, sabi nga natin, how to paano ba natin ginagawa ito? Kasi yung iba, parang cluttered mind sila kung paano mag-start. Parang ako din po, no, before, no, first time po, no, inassign ako na aking principal that I was the district coordinator na po ako, no, ng science po sa amin, sa MLQ. Nahihirapan din po ako kasi parang hindi pa po ako ganun kagamay gumawa. So, nung nakita na po namin as we go on with our seminars ng amang mga master teachers, actually po, we produce 8 national champions po ng SIM na nagmula po sa MLQ, no, from the Division of Caloocan po. No. Nang nag-start na po na magbigay po kami ng mga seminars regarding po this one, marami na po nga na nagka-interest at saka po na-learn, na-enhance po ang kanilang skills po to do this activity. And then po, after this one, ayan, papakita ko po sa inyo yung aking sample ism. Okay? Saglit lang po. I'll just stop my sharing. Okay, sa mga ganitong pagkakataon po, sabi natin, paano ba yan, ganitong time naman ng ating pandemic, no? Later po, i-share ko to sa inyo. Kasi sabi nga nila, pag sinabing eSIM, ito na po, lalabas na yung mga techie nating mga teachers po, no? Ayan, nakikita niyo po ba? Ay, hindi. Okay, wala pa siya. Wait lang po. Stop screen ako. Kasi po yung sabi nga natin, itong eSIM, no? Sinasabi natin, nakakaano po ito, nakakadagdag ng ano natin sa mga bata, nakakatulong po sa atin. Ayan. Nakikita niyo na po ba ang aking screen?
Okay na po, ma'am.
Teka sir, hindi lumalabas yung Active Inspire. Ayan, wait lang po ha. Medyo mahina yata ang internet ko na ngayon. Wait lang po, I'll just stop my sharing again. Sana po mag-okay na siya. Sabi nga po natin, itong electronic strategic intervention material, inaabangan po kasi nga sabi natin, parang napakahirap gawin. Kaya yung iba po na-challenge talaga sila. Ayan, sir, ayaw pa rin niya mag-share.
Mag-tab lang, ma'am. Ibang tab.
O, teka lang po ha. Ayaw mag-share ng akin. Teka, once again po, dali siguro po sa hina ng internet ngayon. Wait. Okay.
Ayan po. So we are having technical difficulty lang po, no? But don't worry, Ma'am Miriam, relax lang po, no? We'll just wait for you to fix the problem. But for the meantime, can we ask our webinar director to please, ano lang po, quick greetings po muna siguro tayo, no?
Yes, saglit lang.
Thank you, Ma'am Miriam. Ayan, so let's have first, Ma'am Rodora Pastoral, watching from Kanan National High School. Good morning po sa inyo. Ayan, so I hope natututo po tayo ng mga bagong applications, mga bagong websites, educational websites that we can use sa ating online distance learning this upcoming school year. Saying also good morning to all of the viewers. Muhammad A. Ibrahim watching from Manalipa Integrated School. Wow, all the way from Zamboanga City Division. Ayan po. I'm not sure if they are Muslims, no? Pero syukran po sa mga kapatid po nating Muslim. Syukran. From Lester Santos, watching from Jose J. Mariano Memorial High School, SDO, Bulacan. Yan, very supportive ang mga schools natin all the way from Bulacan. Good morning po sa inyo. We also have Ma'am Remia Aspera Hunsay, watching from Alfredo Samson Memorial Elementary School. I hope I got it correctly, no? Or ASMES. From Sara Iloilo. Wow, Iloilo. We also have Ma'am Nerissa Layog. Good morning to all watching from Speaker Eugenio Perez National Agricultural School. Good morning po, ma'am. Ayan.
Ayan, teka lang, sir.
Sige, hanap din po tayo ng ating mga live viewers. Sir Godwin Ladion, good morning, Science Club members ng Godwin. Nawala po yung binabasa ko, sorry. Ang bilis kasi, sorry po.
Ayan, sir, kayo see my screen na po?
Yes po, okay na po. Si Buchoy,
okay,
amazing place to the Eco Park. So I think Ma'am Miriam is now ready to continue po. So take it away, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much, Sir Tony. Ganyan po talaga pag live at saka medyo malakas po ang ulan dito sa aming place. So, ito na po siya, yung inilaban ko na po. Ito po yung aking masterpiece po, yung Electronic Strategic Intervention Material. Ayan, medyo nilagyan na po namin ng art at saka gumagalaw na yung kanya. Sa GIF lang naman po natin makukuha ito. Marami po tayong mga sources na makikita po sa ating internet. And actually po, pipili po tayo ng ating character. Of course, my dear webinar teacher participants, yung localized lang din po. Example, gagamitin mo si Butchoy para madali po siya makakonect sa ating mga bata, especially po kasi grade 5 pupils po ang aking gamit. And then ginamitan ko siya ng kanyang fairy godmother dito si Pepay. Ayan. And then the next part, ayan, sabi nga natin, paano po ba napupunta siya sa Active Inspire? For our information, my dear webinar participants, kasi po nung sinabi na po sa amin ng division na we are going to use na po the electronic strategic intervention material, wala po kami kaagad maisip kung anong application ang gagamitin. Then nakausap po namin ng aming, of course, yung aming pong LR, MDS coordinator. Sabi po niya, all of us sa ating pong public school, meron po tayong Active Inspire, no? Meron po tayong mga e-board dyan sa ating mga classrooms. So naitabi po niya yung CD na yon and then we downloaded it, pinag-aralan po namin. Then we have our seminar in the district, siya po ang aming naging speakers. And luckily po, ito po ang naging produce po ng ating, you can drop and drag yung mga items po dito, no, sa ating Active Inspire. Ito po ay ibigay po sa atin ng DepEd po, itong Active Inspire. Kaya po, i-utilize po natin ng maayos. And then, up to now po, yung ating before po mag-pandemic, no, we talagang, ito po ang ginagamit namin application po, yung Active Inspire. Parang easy to glide po ng ating mga bata. Ayan. And then po, sabi natin, paano po ba ito, Teacher Miriam, ilalagay? Yan. Paano ba siya magiging Active Inspire? Okay, ang ginawa po namin dito, for your information din po, no, inilalagay po muna namin siya sa PowerPoint presentation para may i-layout din po namin siya. And then saka lang po namin siya inililipat dito, ine-export lang po namin. And then after na po ma-export, ayun na po, ready na po siya. Ready na po magalaw yung mga items. And then we have the second one. The first one po is the title page. Ito naman po, ayan. Andito na yung ating, of course, yung name ng ating sim writer. Ayan. Sa division po ng Caloocan. Yan ang ipong pinanlaban namin before. Way back 2017 and 18 po yan. And we have, of course, yung pang third po nito, table of contents. Ayan, we have the title card. Ayan, yung kanina pong diniscuss ko sa inyo. Dapat po medyo enticing sa mata. Especially po yung ating isipin po natin, no? Kasi ang mga bata natin, pag nagsawa na po sila, parang itatabi na lang nila agad yung kanilang mga materials, no? Parang maganda rin sa kanila po na gagawin ito. Gagamit din tayo yung parang ka-level din nila, ka-age nila, yung parang yung the recent applications na we have. Pero bawal po tayo gumamit ng mga, yung mga characters na nakikita po natin katulad si SpongeBob, ayan, kasi makaka-copyright po tayo doon. You can also create your own, yan, character po, yan. We can have our character, pwede po tayo magpa-drawing, lalo sa Adobe, halimbawa pwede rin po yung parts, meron din po kami isang sample ng character noon before yung aming isang teacher, yung po kasi siya, yung mais, no, yung corn, nilagyan niya na po ng mata ng ilong, ginawa niyang tao. Silagyan na sombrero. We can play with our minds po dito po sa character na gusto nating gamitin sa ating pong sim. Huwag po tayo matakot, ayan, na mag-experiment, mag-explore. Okay, next po, ito na po yung kanina. So we have the title card, of course, this one. Ayan, si Bichoy and Pepay, we have the mode of reproduction reproduction in plants, the content standard, the learning competency. Kung ano din po yung ginawa natin sa PowerPoint kasi ililipat lang naman dito yan. And the next, we have, of course, the guide card. Actually po, meron po itong sounds, kung maririnig niyo sana. Ayan. Ayan, naririnig po ba? Ayan. So, sample lang po yan na ginawa ko po noon. Ayan. And then next, we have, eto na po, ayan. Ito pong may click 1, pwede i-click po ng bata yan. Maririnig niya po kung ano yung sinasabi ni Pepay. Ito po yung kanilang character. Ito po yung kanyang dialogue, no, between Butchoy. Yan, dialogue ni Butchoy and Pepay. And then, pag may nakita siyang click 2, ayan, pwede po natin i-guide yung mga bata naman natin while doing this in our e-classroom. Ayan, guided naman po sila, pwede natin silang just to have their directions lang po, para hindi rin sila mailang kung paano ba ito gamitin. Kasi the more na nakikita nila na gumagalaw to, parang mas nag-explore yung mind nila kung ano pa yung mga susunod na event na pwede mangyari dito sa ating sim. Easy learning po and enjoyable po para sa kanila, no, while having this kind of activities. Next, ito na po yung ating activity 1. Sa activity po, of course, nung ginawa ko po itong aking sim, ginawan ko po siya ng title, Crazy Mix, kasi po, ayan po, nakita niyo sa baba, magkakahalo yung mga letter. So, direction, look for the letters to reveal the hidden word and write the answer on the space given below. Ayan po, actually po, naka-rumble-rumble. Ayan, nilagay ko lang ng ganun. Nilagay ko lang para madaling Kaya lang po, para madaling makita ng bata. Ang hindi lang po kasama sa features na to sa Active Inspire, yung sabi nga nila kapag mali ba yung paglagay ng bata, tutunog ba? Yun lang po ang wala dito sa Active Inspire. So siguro po ma-check naman ni teacher kung tama yun kasi po ilalagay niya yan isa-isa. Kasi po itong mga letters na to, may mga ayan, permanent na po yan. Ilalagay na lang nila kung saan siya dapat to complete their answers. And then they have the description po kung ano yung reproduction. Ito po sa number 1. Ayan, siguro ito na po yung magiging guide ng mga bata po natin. And then, sa isang activity po, siguro mga 1, 2, 3 or depende hanggang 4 questions na pwede natin gawin. Huwag po masyadong madami din kasi po yung volume din ito baka mag-overcrowded rin sa mind ng ating mga bata. Of course, next po, activity 2, we have ito. Since plants po ang topic ko, ayan, I have a mango tree. Ayan, si onion, ibababa lang po nila, pwede nilang ibalik uli. Ayan, ang title po nito is Pick Me, no? Si mango, the mango tree, and then I have the fruit of mango na nandun yung mga sagot na ibababa nila sa basket. Iisa-isahin po nila. Halimbawa, si strawberry, ilalagay nila. Ayan. Siguro po kung example, mali ang nailagay ni bata, na ilagay niya to sa corn. At nandun naman si teacher na nag-guide, are you sure that's the correct answer? Pwede naman tayong gano'n. Guiding lang po tayo sa ating mga bata. Okay, next po, we have activity 3. Ayan, ito po na po siya. Naka-group na yung words kung saan po natin ilalagay. Vegetative propagation ba siya? Fragmentations and then spores. Ayan. Pag-clinic po natin to, magsasalita uli si Pepay on how are we going to do with this activity po. Okay, next. Of course, dun po sa ating activity, mga dear teachers, meron din po tayo not only in sa mind, dapat meron din tayong psychomotor skills. Ayan. Ito po, sinample ko na to. Gagamitin lang natin to. Ito yung ating pen. Tapos, i-glide lang natin. Susundan lang po natin yan. Yung ating mga words. Of course, while doing this one, halimbawa sa fragmentation, meron din pong definitions dito. No, para at least, even though na nagsusulat sila, nababasa pa rin nila kung, ito pala yung fragmentation na definition nila. Yan. So, next po, we have ito. Yan, i-rearrange po nila yung letters. Isusulat nila, they by using this pen. Ito pong pen na ito, gagamitin nila. Ayan, susulat nila kung consists of 2 lobes that contains pollen sacs. Ayan. Or kaya, number 2, ito yung stigma, re-rearrange lang po nila yan. Okay, next po, we have ito. Ito pong pag-join ko nito, kinat and paste ko po ito sa PowerPoint. Madali lang po kung magtsatsaga lang po tayo. Ayan. Bago po natin ilagay, kinat and paste ko lang po ito sa PowerPoint. Sabi natin, napaka-high-tech. Hindi po, madali lang. Kasi sa PowerPoint natin, isi-set lang natin yung pictures niya. Lalagyan natin ng, pwede yan. Ayan, no? I-connect natin para makita na ating mga bata. Ayan. Tapos, ayan. Kinat and paste ko lang po ito para magawa siyang puzzle. Ayan, ito. I-connect ko lang ng ganyan. Gumagalaw po ito, itong 9 pieces na ito. Ayan po, para ma-enjoy ng bata. Ito pala yung filament, ano, ito yung stigma, the parts of the flower, of course, the anther, the sepal, and then, okay, nagagalaw po ito lahat. So, movable po siya. So, yung bata natin, at least makikita din natin yung patience nila in doing this activity. Kasi isipin po natin, yung mga bata natin, hindi naman sila ganun ka-bilis po, no? So, we are enhancing their learning po. Okay, next, ito po. Of course, meron din tayo medyo light na activity para din po sa kanila, spot the difference. Ayan. Kasi during that time po, ito yung mga uso po noong mga games no, during 2018, ano, spot the differences. Ayan, kaya nilagay ko po ito. Ayan, basta wag lang po tayong kukuha ng mga games and then mga characters po na branded kasi po bawal po yun. Maka-copyright po tayo. And then the second one, ito parehas lang din po ito dun sa una na ginawa ko na okay. Ayan, igaganito lang po natin. So medyo may guide naman din sila dito kung paano ito gawin. Ayan. And then ito po. Ayan, para mabuo natin yung ating pictures. Kasi yung mga bata natin, ay, ang galing, di ba? Parang yung lalo na po sa mind ng mga grade 5, nung tinuturo po namin ito, pinapagawa namin sa kanila na ano po sila, na tatanungin ka nila, teacher, meron po ba tayo uling ganito? Ayan, tinatanong na nila. So, nung hindi na po kami lumalaban ng SIM, we are still crafting eSIM pa din po for the usage or for the consumption of our dear pupils sa MLQ po. So, meron po kami repository niyan sa aming pong LRMDS. Ayan. And then next, ito po, magsusulat naman sila dito using this pen. Ayan, kung anong gusto nilang gawin. Or, sasagutan lang po nila yung questions. It is the transfer of the pollen. Ayan, may directions din naman po tayo. Kung si teacher gusto niya iparinig yung boses, i-click lang po ito. Ayan. I wish naririnig niyo po. Ito po yung boses ni Pepay. Ayan na. Okay. Then after that po, ayan, actually po yung boses ni Butchoy at saka ni Pepay, akin lang po yun. Ang ginawa lang po namin, ginawa namin ng konting pagbabago po, medyo tinaasan ang boses, hinay-pitch, tsaka yung boses na lalaki binaba. Ayan, para magkaiba po ng range yung aking boses. So ako din po yung nagboses kay Pepay at saka kay Butchoy. Okay, next. Ito na po yung ating assessment card. This is one way to find out kung ating bang mga bata ay may natutunan po doon sa ating pinagawang activities. No? Sa ating activity card ng 1 to 6 po. Ayan. Or 1 to 5. And then, yan. 10 questions lang po ipiprepare po natin, mga ma'am and sir. And yan, let's see how much you've learned. And then, after this one, makikita po natin kung yung bata ba talaga natuto. Yan, wag po natin silang persahin, na matapos sila ng isang upuan yan. Pwede rin po, maybe, kung meron po tayong hard copy, kasi before sa SIM, hard copy po natin, pwede natin ipauwi sa kanila, sasagutin. Pero ang ginagawa na lang po namin, meron kami mga teacher na naka-assign po. Meron kami, dinadala namin sila sa library for them to have their SIM. Pwede rin po sa mga reading corners, din po namin sila tinuturuan. Ginaguide lang po namin sila. Pwede yun nga po sinasabi natin, in individual, in pairs, and then by group. Ayan. Ito po yung next natin, enrichment card. Sabi nga po natin, paano na po ngayon during the new normal? Pwede po natin i-download po ito, no? Or we just send the link sa ating mga bata na pwede po nilang magawa sa bahay nila. Ayan, sabi nga, or maybe we can have this downloaded po ilagay din natin sa USB na pwede nilang offline, pwede na lang magamit offline. para po makapag-live pa rin sila. Kasi po yung iba, ang nagiging problem natin ngayon during this time is the internet connections. So si teacher pwede pong gumawa ng mga paraan, no? Pwede rin nating i-send ito through sa ating pong, ayan, sa USB, sa flash drive natin, ano, then i-send natin doon sa mga bata natin, medyo mahina. Ayan. And then next po, ayan, enrichment card, parang exercises din po, connected rin sa ating activity. And the next, ito na po yung ating answer card. Ayan, makikita na po natin, pag chinek na ni bata, kung ano yung i-check niya kung tama. Ayan. Okay, next we have the answer card also. Ayan, dalawa po ito, yung answer, yung sigma yung kanina ginawa natin. And then po yung kanina, yung sa jigsaw puzzle, i-rearrange lang nila yung pictures to form, ayan, a figure. Ayan na po. And then, ito na yung answer card. Ito po yung first time na nagkaroon po ng electronic strategic intervention material na competition po noon. Kaya ito po yung, pero po nung last time po nitong last year, no, na nagkaroon po ng seminar si Sir Mark Anthony C. using the Kotobi. Ayan, ililipat po sana namin ito. Pwede po nating ilipat itong ating eSIM. Ito pong ating SIM sa Kotobi na inintroduce po sa atin ni Sir Mark Anthony C. Kaya lang po hindi ko na po na-push through kasi po I was chosen as one of the module writer na po sa grade 3. I'm a grade 5 teacher po kaya lang puno na yung slot kaya po sa grade 3 po ako dinala na aming pong division. Kaya hindi ko po na-push through. Pero po within given this time pwede ko po siyang ilagay no, para makita natin. Kasi po yung Kotobi maganda rin po yung approach niya na ngayon na maraming technologies ang itinuro po sa atin ng ating pong EdTech unit po na marami tayong natutunan. Ayan. Pwede po natin gamitan Kotobi. And next, ayan, yung answer card. Ayan, yung mga answers po. Ito na po yung last niya. Ayan, meron pong click dito, nagsasalita uli si Pepay. This was really sad, but we have to part ways. Don't worry, our next adventure will be as exciting as this. Ayan. Ayan. Yung kung magtataka kayo mga ma'am and sir, sabi yung ba't gumagalaw, pwede din po natin i-create po ito no, sa GIF. Ayan. Pinagalaw ko lang po dito yung kamay at saka yung mata. Ayan. Pati po yung water ko dito sa bridge, saka yung clouds, pinagalaw ko po yan. Saka yung pakpak ni Pepay. So we can explore po many different things kasi that was in 2018 pa po, mas lalo na po ngayon, no? Napakaraming applications na pwede natin gamitin to introduce to our young learners po na have difficulty of mastering the subject, of course, the competency of our subject din po. Kasi po, pero iisipin din po natin na mas bibigyan pansin natin na we are, of course, catering po yung needs nila. Kasi po pag medyo, sa tingin ko lang po, pag medyo high-tech naman masyado, baka mahirapan din yung mga bata natin na maraming naglalabasan na nagko-collapse na yung mind nila kung ano po yung gagawin. Mas simple, mas maganda po because there is learning din po na makikita natin sa bata, yung natutunan po nila doon sa binigay natin sa kanilang SIM na ginawa or sa eSIM. Okay, ito po yung reference card kanina. And then, ito na po, of course, we didn't let pass the SIM or the eSIM without our classroom-based research on electronic strategic intervention material. Meron po itong attachment kung paano po namin ginawa, how did we conducted our, of course, the electronic strategic intervention in our classroom, in our school. Ayan. And then, ayan yung table of contents. Ayan na po, yung tuloy-tuloy na ng parts niya. We have the abstract, of course. Ayan, introduction, statement of the problem, hypothesis, significance of the study. Ayan. And then, of course, meron din tayo scope and limitation. Kung hanggang saan lang natin pwedeng gamitin po yung ating SIM and eSIM. Kung hanggang saan lang po yung ating limitations. And then, of course, we also have our methodology, the respondents, of course, the constructions, and then the validation, and the summary of pretest and posters is course po ng mga bata. And then the summary of findings. conclusions, recommendations. Ayan, yung documentations po, kung ano po yung ginawa natin. Ayan, we write a letter sa ating dear principals that we conducted this kind of classroom-based action research. Ayan, pina-validate po namin yan sa aming pong master teacher. And then, ito po yung mga sample nila. Of course, yung pre-test and then the post-test. Ito na po yung mga nung ginawa na po siya sample. Okay. I think that's the end of my topic for today. Sana po, teka, i-stop screen ko lang. I hope everyone po ay may natutunan po, napulot po kayo dito sa senior ko sa inyo about electronic strategic intervention material. Just always remember, teach with the heart. Kasi po, kung tayo po mag-introduce ng kahit ano pong application sa ating mga bata, kung tayo po mga teachers, hindi po natin inuuna yung ating mga bata, isipin po natin yung kung saan natin sila mamimit, no? Mamimit po natin yung needs nila para po matulungan natin siya to develop their learning. Ganyan lang po. I hope natutunan po ninyo yung short sharing ko po na aking pong isip.
All right. So once again, thank you, Ma'am Miriam M.
Thank you, Sir Tony. Yes.
Opo, thank you, Ma'am, for guiding and inspiring po ang ating mga webinar participants on how to develop electronic strategic intervention material. So I remember nasa junior high school din po ko, we used to do that, yung mga strategic intervention material.
Yes po.
Ayan po. So once again, congratulations po, ma'am, and thank you for sharing. And at this point, we would like to award the certificate, ma'am, to you po.
Yes.
And the citation goes like this po. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, DepEd Complex, Meralco Avenue, Pasig City. Certificate of recognition is awarded to Miriam M. Sopremido for sharing her invaluable knowledge and expertise as resource speaker during the National Science Club Month Webinar Series 2021 in the webinar session entitled Developing Electronic Strategic Intervention Material, or ESIM, for Least Mastered Skills, conducted by the Office of the Undersecretary for Administration through the Information and Communications Technology Services Educational Technology Unit, held on September 11, 2021. Given this 11th day of September 2021 at the DepEd Central Office, Meralco Avenue, Pasig City, Philippines. Signed, Mark Anthony CC, the head of ICTS Educational Technology Unit. Signed, Elaine Del B. Pasqua, Undersecretary for Administration. And signed, Director Abram YC Abanel, Director 4 of ICTS. So once again, Ma'am Miriam, thank you so much po. Ayan.
Thank you so much din po, Sir Tony.
Ayan. Our hashtag NSCM Week 2. Isa nga pong certified na hashtag mahusay si Ma'am Miriam. And ang kahusayan, syempre, Ma'am Miriam, di ba, ay sinishare yan sa ating mga fellow educators. All right. So at this point, I think we are now ready to answer some questions po, and
I'm sorry.
I would like to invite the resource speakers again in our frame. Tap ko lang po ito. All right, so welcome back, Ma'am Marivic. So we also have Ma'am Miriam. We are now ready to answer some questions.
Hello, Sir Tony. Pwede ba akong mag-greet first?
Ano yun, ma'am? Sorry.
Pwede bang mag-greet muna?
Mag-greet. Sige po.
Okay lang po.
Alright, so...
Thank you po.
Sige po. Alright, sige.
So I would like to take this opportunity, sir,
Okay,
to greet our former school head, Mr. Philip Villamor, and of course, our new school head, Dr. Wilhelmina D. Tarnate. Thank you, ma'am and sir, for the support, and also to my science fam and Antonio Luna High School faculty. So hello there. Thank you for the support. Yan lang po, Sir Antonio. Sir Tony.
Miriam, baka meron po kayong pahabol dyan na pagbati.
Yes. Yes po, pagbati po sa aming, of course, Public Schools District Supervisor, si Sir Dr. Terry Macarubo, Ma'am Chris, of course, Ma'am Chris Origao, of course, ang aking pong principal ng MLQ Elementary School, Sir Moises Artamundong, our mentors po ng aming master teacher, si Ma'am Rochelle de los Reyes, and Ma'am Marichu Gina Serena. Thank you po.
Ayan. So I think ready na po tayo for Q&A. Kayang-kaya itong sagutin ng ating mga resource speakers. Hindi naman to pang Miss Universe na tanong. All right. So our first question is coming from Miss Jessa May Basilan Macaranas and Sir Michael Galang. So they have the same questions po. So paano daw po makaka-avail ng ating Active Inspire? So I think this one is for Ma'am Miriam.
Ayan, hello po. Yes. Actually po, as far as I know, lahat po ng public school ay binigyan po ng DepEd. Dito pong Active Inspire po na to. Or yung pinaka-disc po, kasama po kasi yan ng e-board. And of course, you can also download it din po yung ating Active Inspire sa ating pong, itatype nyo lang po Active Inspire. Meron po tayong free trial po yan. Pwede po nating magamit. Actually po itong Active Inspire ko, napakatagal na po ito, 2018, nagamit ko pa po siya hanggang ngayon.
Okay. So tama-tama po na parang timeless din po siya. Kumbaga nagle-level up lang yung mga features. So again, opo, nada-download po siya, and I think you can also coordinate with your or communicate with your ICT coordinators po na ma'am.
Yes.
Baka alam po nila yung
and sa LRMDS, ayan, meron po tayo yan sa school.
Okay po, thank you po for that, ma'am. Second question about eSIM po ulit, ma'am Miriam. This one is coming from Ma'am Lorna Molina Jeronimo. Sabi po niya is, para po sa mga online po yung eSIM, paano po yung mga modular, ma'am? Kasi wala po silang computer and other devices. Salamat.
Yes po, sir. Thank you for that question, Ma'am Lorna. Before po kasi, wala naman po tayong problema. No? Yung eSIM po natin, pwede po natin yan i-print. Yan. Kasi sabi nga natin, pwede rin po natin i-download. Yung kanina po kung sinabi, no? Sabi, during this new normal, paano nga ba natin gagamitin itong eSIM na to? Pwede po natin i-download po yan, i-save sa ating mga flash drive, pwede po natin i-send sa ating mga bata po. We can duplicate that. And then pwede rin po natin i-send po sa kanila through sa ating email po, para ma-send natin sa ating mga bata.
Alright. So
thank you, Ma'am Lorna.
That answered your question, Ma'am Lorna. And then finally po, again for eSIM, coming from Sir Ryan Bautista Tagata. He said, pwede po bang mag-layout sa Photoshop or sa Canva? So tapos gagawin po sa PowerPoint?
Yes po, lahat po yan pwede natin gawin. Ayan. Alright. As long as our mind is very, yung imaginative and creative tayo. Alam po tayo mga teachers, the more po na kailangan ng needs ng ating mga bata, nandoon po tayo, nagiging creative tayo. Pwede po yan.
I agree with Ma'am Miriam, no? All Filipino teachers are, kumbaga, likas tayong creative and innovative, ika nga. All right? So, I think those were the questions. Meron pa po ba? Alright. So marami po tayong mga options po kung saan po tayo makakapag-layout, makakapag-develop ng tinatawag na electronic strategic intervention materials. And at the same time, para sa mga modular po, tulad po ng sinabi ng ating speaker, we can reproduce that, parang magproduce po tayo ng hard copies para naman sa ating mga learners na nasa under modular level po ng ating learning for this school year. Ayun po, shout out na po tayo or greetings po tayo. Kanina na-cut ako kanina kay Sir Godwin Ladion. So sorry, sir. So he said, good morning, Science Club members. He is watching from Kalumpit National High School in STO, Bulacan. And one of the webinar participants caught my attention din. Ito po, grabe, nakaka-inspire po ito. Sabi ni Ma'am Janet Punong Bayan Delfinado, patuloy na lumalaban, kapit lang sa kabila ng mahina at mabagal na internet connection. O, di ba? So, kapit lang, laban lang. Ayan. So, hopefully, ma-call din yung attention ng ating mga local government units at saka yung mga internet providers po natin. No? So, matrace nila yung mga areas na kailangan pa ng support in terms of internet connection, lalong-lalo na
Yes.
you're going to start another school year. So that is coming from, again, Ma'am Janet Punong Bayan Delfinado. Ma'am, mabuhay po kayo. Watching from Gulod National High School, SDO, Cabuyao City. I think this one is in Laguna. Ayan. So, other shout-outs pa po would be from Eunice Pavon Villa. Thank you to our resource speakers today. God bless po. Ayan, maraming salamat. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and expertise on eSIM. God bless. That is from Janisa Bigkas Hamero. Meron pa po ba tayong greetings? From Ma'am Jocelyn Cervilla Galanza Manzano. Thank you for sharing. Congratulations to all the speakers for a job well done. All right. So, okay. Mag-share lang po ng screen mga mabilis. Is my screen visible right now? So we're done with the Q&A. I would just like to remind everyone din po, no, these are our reminders. So our dear webinar participants, our teachers, and learners. Ang ating updates sa ating naganap na NSCM Week number 1 statistics provided by our webinar directors. Alam niyo ba that there are around 16,874 enrolled participants and more than 9,000 already received their certificate of participation. So once again, congratulations. Tuloy-tuloy lang po yan hanggang matapos po natin yung 4 Saturdays. And then finally, you can get the certificate of recognition. And that is a national certificate. So pwede po tayo sa teachers at saka learners. Other reminders po regarding with the registration. So the participants, kayo po yun, you can enroll to the webinar course via our PDLMS at training.deped.gov.ph. So type nyo lang po yan sa address bar. And then to enroll, you have to create your account, of course. Log in your credentials. After doing that, you can go or proceed to site home. Click nyo po. Then lalabas po yung mga course categories. You look for ICTS-EdTech unit. So under that option, piliin nyo po yung webinar series for 2021. And then click National Science Club Month Webinar Series 2021. Tapos ma-access nyo na po. Hindi na po kailangan ng enrollment key. Okay? So kung hindi po kayo nakanood ng live, pwede naman pong manood. Magiging hashtag team replay nga lang po kayo. But the same learning experience pa rin naman po yung ma-enjoy po ninyo. And regarding our exit quiz, the participants are required to answer a 10-item exit quiz to qualify for a certificate of participation. So 4 na exit quizzes yan. Ayan, national certificate with OUA Memo for reference, and the score must be 10/10. And I think kayang-kaya po yan, no? Kasi very active kayong nag-participate, nanood, at the same time, of course, natuto sa ating webinar for this Saturday. So also, we are requesting every participant to please answer the NSCM Webinar Series Evaluation Form for week number 2. Ayan po. So usually makikita po yan sa baba, parang pinakababaan na option. So parang may Google Form lang po doon. You just have to encode your details and then evaluate nyo po ang ating webinar session for this week about the Whiteboard.fee at saka sa electronic SIM. Ayan, certificates of participation will also be given to the participants through the DepEd PD-LMS. So wala pong ibang paraan kundi sa DepEd PD-LMS lang po. Okay? Those who will have complete attendance, as I have mentioned earlier, shall receive a certificate of recognition, which is a national certificate. So mga students po natin, no, kami mga teachers, sobrang dami na rin namin mga certificates na naibon in the past month. So kayong mga students, pwede nyo po yung gamitin. Pwede nyo yung gamitin sa you may include that in your portfolios, mga e-portfolios. Pwede nyo magamit kapag nag-apply kayo for work immersion or for job in the future. Yan. And before we finally say goodbye, promote ko lang po, no? So ang inyong pong lingkod, Sir Tony, ay isang DepEd TV teacher broadcaster. And I would just like to promote, of course, the DepEd TV episodes. Kompleto po yan mula kinder, elementary, senior high school, at saka AL. So you just have to visit sites.google.com/deped.gov.ph/DepEdTV program grid para makita nyo po ang ating mga kompletong program grid, yung schedule kung kailan po ipapalabas sa IBC 13 at saka sa GMA for the box yung mga episodes natin sa different grade level. So wala na pong reason para at least hindi makapanood ang mga learners po natin. So we are encouraging our learners because DepEd TV episodes are quality produced na mga episodes po ito. And at the same time, another project po ng ating DepEd EdTech unit would be our DepEd Online's E2Live free online tutorial. Ito naman ay binobroadcast po natin from Monday to Friday via the DepEd EdTech unit FB page. At the same time sa YouTube channel na DepEd TV Official at saka DepEd EdTech unit. So may mga subjects po tayo dyan. Kompleto rin po yan mula kinder. May mga special programs din po tayo. So ini-invite ko po kayo, no? So sa Monday, September 13, start na rin po ang ating mga E2Live session. So samahan niyo po kami mga science tutors. Ang schedule ko po ay 4 o'clock hanggang 4:40 for the subject Senior High School Earth and Life Science. If you have kids at home, if you have mga cousins and other relatives, so please promote this very good or this very worthwhile na platform. So once again, let us support DepEd TV and DepEd Online. So once again, thank you very much for joining us this Saturday. We hope that you will be using the knowledge and the skills that you have learned today from our webinar sessions. To our speakers, Ma'am Marivic, Miranda, and Ma'am Miriam Sopremido, thank you po ulit for sharing your expertise. To our project lead and webinar director, Sir Rainier De Jesus. Mabuhay po kayo, sir. Marami pong salamat. Let us all continue supporting the different projects and programs provided ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit. May God continue to strengthen us and bless us in the upcoming school year. Once again, this is Sir Tony Maipa of Novaliches High School, reminding all of you to continue being #mahusay. Thank you very much. See you next week po for our week number 3 ng ating National Science Club Month webinar series. So happy lunchtime po. Bye. God bless po.